Heyo. Heyo, heyo, heyo. Hi, Leia. Hi, T-Perks. Hello. Oh. Turn off phone notice. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Energy is low, but I'm here. I understand. Hi, kiANNa. Hi. Hi, Leia. Yeah, I meant to, ow, I scratched my eye. With what? Ow. That hurt. Is that a piece of salt? What is that? I had hash browns earlier. Oh. And I put salt and pepper on them, and I think a salt crystal came back for revenge. What? Okay, I'm okay. Hello. What was I saying? I meant to start stream at the usual kiANNa time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, but I figured I would give myself a little bit more time to get ready. I'm ready. I had breakfast, and then I guess breakfast had me. There's gonna be a little bit of clicking around, cause I am unprepared. I initially wasn't sure if I was going to be able to wake up on time to stream at all today, but I thought, well, I really wanted to do a recap stream. And tomorrow is my birthday, and I wanted to do something for that too. And I didn't want to wait too long until afterwards. So we're doing recap stream today, doing birthday stream tomorrow, and then I also wanted to do reverse 1999. I just want to do it all. I want to do everything. So here we are. So you're going to hear a lot of clicking around, and it's going to take me a little bit to get to all the pictures. But yay, more Canva stream. Zader, hello, how are you? Yippee. Okay, so give me a second to click around for a little bit. How is everyone? I know some of you in chat were at AFO and AnimeNYC over the weekend. How are you? How are you feeling after all of that? How are you doing? I'm actually doing pretty good. I tried not to do too much each day and rest when needed, so I feel pretty good. I'm hydrating right now. Okay, we need pictures. We need pictures, and we need I have a drive folder with pictures, and I have a template for Canva today. Yes. I'm good, thanks. I need to watch the VOD for All for One. Had to work both days. No. Yeah. I'm glad you'll at least be able to watch the VOD. I saw that actually quite a few people that I know were watching All for One stream that I didn't know were into VTubers like that. So that was really cool. Okay. All right. Let's go. Well done. Okay. Let me make sure I have all my stuff, and then we will switch to... Actually, we can switch to just chatting stream while I'm like clicking around. Yes. Wow. Hello. I've given up on catching up with everything, just gonna vibe and absorb what anyone tells me. There was a lot that happened this weekend, so that's understandable. And at this point, catching up is like almost impossible. Wasn't there physically, but watching the stream live was still awesome. I want to see the difference between the video that they showed on the screen at the concert versus what they show on streaming, because it's always different. Maybe I'll watch some of the Broke Gang portion, the free hour before it starts, and see what some of the key differences were. Okay. Footage. I am getting footage. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Everything is uploading all according to Keikaku. Oh wow. Everything uploaded really quickly. Okay. I guess I can just download the entire thing. It is different, I could agree. I wonder why they do it like that. Why is that? Why does it? I mean, I guess if you're showing video to stream at home, you're trying to give viewers an overall experience. But I don't know. I find that interesting. I would like to ask the people who are in charge what their thought process is for any of that. But yeah, so basically, if you're just tuning in or you have no idea what's going on, I went to AnimeNYC over the last weekend. It was a 4-day anime convention. I had a really great time. I think compared to last year, I think I was just so excited to be there, and I wanted to see as many people as possible. I kind of just spent quite a bit of time in Artist Alley walking with friends, but I didn't actually buy anything. So it was just 3 days of walking through Artist Alley without really seeing many panels. And then I went to a Hololive concert last year. But this year I planned a little bit more, and I think I was able to do a lot more. Yeah, I was pretty determined to like film more videos and take more pictures and do more things, and I think I actually took quite a decent amount of pictures and video this year. So yes, very happy about that. Okay, video is, that's good. I guess okay, nice. Nothing is labeled. That's perfect. What? Why? What does that mean? Destination file could not be. Am I gonna have to download these one by one? I will cry. I'll cry, boy. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Usual kiANNa scuff. One at a time, huh? I only have 21 things to download. I don't want to do them one at a time, but I guess I will. Go, 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 go. Anyone in chat who went to AnimeNYC, do you have any like highlights? I feel like I wanted to see and do so many things, and I still didn't make it to everything that I wanted to do and see. Like there's always something that you miss. Like I saw my friend go to the panel for Japanese actor for the voice of Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was like, I should have been there. What was I doing at the time that I couldn't be there? But honestly, to me, the con did not exist after the Artist Alley closed. After that, I no longer, I wasn't, it didn't exist to me. It suddenly disappeared. So any panels that happened after 7 p.m. did not exist to me. Anything that happened in like the afternoon did not exist to me. So I probably missed out on a lot just because of that, but oh well. Okay, how are we doing now? Nice. Okay. What is happening outside? There's like a lot of garbage truck slash construction slash motorcycles happening. I feel like I live in a pretty residential area, so the amount of like traffic that I get is kind of ridiculous. Not really understanding. I had hash browns for breakfast, and I had sausages for breakfast, and I'm already caffeinated. I really should go to the refrigerator and get my energy shot, like one of those like green juice shot things. I've been really into those lately. I cannot tell you why. Something about the taste is just very, it just gets me, and it really wakes me up. Have you ever I had a realization lately that sometimes the reason why I'm really tired is because I'm dehydrated. Like I'll be throwing back cups of coffee one after the next, and I'm just like, it's not working. Why isn't it working? What is wrong? And then I will realize that it's because I am dehydrated, and I'll take a single sip of water and all of a sudden everything's fixed. Don't know what that's about. This one, and we're gonna paste this here. Yes, amazing. Okay, we are ready to transition scenes. Hash brown so good. Hash brown so good. Hash brown so good. Okay, welcome to my Canva journaling screen template thingamabobby. In like previous Canva journaling streams, it looked like this. This is the one from last year. I still don't really know exactly how I put this together. I'm still really proud of this one. This one's really cute. And then this one is from Idle Harmony. I didn't take that many pictures because I was very locked in, but I still think it came out kind of cute. And this one's for today. Okay. So, where to start? Yeah, so they made AnimeNYC a 4-day convention this year, and I think truly it's just because Artist Alley has become so incredibly huge and vast that people needed an extra day just to shop. But I knew that Thursday would be the least busy day. Dude, yeah, thank you. Would be the least, I should probably take my big head off the screen. The least busy day. And so because of that, that was the day that I asked one of my friends to come and film for me. She filmed a video for me that I am going to upload tomorrow as like a birthday video slash like, yay, I finally filmed something, an AnimeNYC video. It's gonna be like a K-pop in public style, so it'll be a moving camera. But I hope you guys like it. I actually filmed 2 videos, but one of them I am not super pleased with how it turned out. Not on the videography end, but on my own dancing end. And so I'm going to make the difficult decision to redo that one and give it the attention and shine that it deserves. Yes. So, which is okay. It's okay. I like one out of 2, not bad. Yeah. So yeah, so that'll go up tomorrow. That's exciting. All right. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna have to separate these into 2 pages. Duplicate page. We're gonna do an AnimeNYC page and then an all for one page. So all of this stuff has to go. Oh my god, pretzel from last time. Smiley face. Chimkins. And then I guess we can leave this. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So Thursday, that's what I did. I don't think I took any pictures of Thursday because Thursday was just like a get her done kind of day. It wasn't really a take a picture kind of day. Well, let me see if I took anything. I don't think I did. I think I just took pictures with friends. Sort view. Large icons. Still not big enough for my eyes. Extra large icons. Okay. B-tie. Good morning. Swinging by to say hi. Hope you have a good stream and day. Gonna be exploring the city for a few more hours before I fly home. Yes, that sounds really great. It's honestly, it's a really nice day to do some exploring and walking around, so I hope you have fun. Yeah, it's really, really nice out. It's been honestly, the weather for this past weekend has been perfect. It's been immaculate. Excellent con weather. Not too hot, not too cold, plenty of sun, no rain. You know, we're kind of like at the beginning of hurricane season and yet there wasn't any rain and it's not super humid and muggy. I don't know what's going on. I guess climate change is spared us this time around. Thank goodiness. Okay, so Thursday was pretty much a prep day. It was a prep day for the panel that me and Ari did. It was a prep day for anything else that was happening. And then Friday. So let's start with Friday. Maybe I should do them day by day. Let's. Do I have enough for that? Let me see. Yeah, why not? Well, we'll see. We'll see how far we get. Friday. Everything was in order and now it's not. What gives? What gives? What's going on? So Friday was panel day. What? That's my hand. I caught some of the karaoke relay that I saw Wawa, Toa, and Reina doing. And that was a really good idea. That was really cute. I wish I could have stayed longer, but I had many things to do. But it was a really cute idea. I don't know, what did you win if you did the karaoke relay? Like was it for winsies or was it just for funsies? Like what was the prize? What was the incentive? Or just that you could sing in front of your Oshi? Honestly, I think that's enough. Just singing in front of your Oshi is enough. But that was fun. So last year, they had some tape that was put down. And crowd control really tried to do their best to keep people inside of that like barrier so that then the people wouldn't be blocking the rest of the exhibitors hall. People could get by and like go to different stuff. This year, I'm pretty sure they expanded it a little bit, but the amount of people I would say that were at this booth this year versus last year, I would say double, almost tripled in size. I was blown away by how many people were at the Hololive booth whenever there were any panels. I thought that was really, really cool. I don't know if like maybe last year happened and then people gave it good reviews and were like, if you missed AnimeNYC last year, you got to get in there this year because oh boy, is it worth it. So the crowd was really huge. My phone makes it look like we're a lot closer than we actually are. We're pretty far back, and we were like pretty much outside of the exhibitors hall where we were standing. That's how far back we were. But it was cute. Put that here. And then I tried to get a better view. I thought maybe I could get a better view from outside. That's me. That's my hand. I guess I don't know if this like gives like a better understanding of just how far the depth was. I had a better view actually from outside. Like I could see over everyone's heads very easily from outside. But yeah, me and my friend, we walked around the whole thing and we couldn't get a really good view, so we left. All right, now to organize my doodles. Let's see. Move this around here. Move this around here. I don't know how many. Let's start with these two. And then yeah, Friday 4:30 p.m. was our panel. We did a J-pop choreo panel. I'm very happy that we got to do a J-pop choreo panel this year because we applied last year and we didn't get in. But then we saw that on programming for the year prior, there were 3 random play dance panels, which I love a good RPD, but I figured there's probably room for different kind of dance programming, and I think that it would behoove you, AnimeNYC, to accept a wider variety of dance programming, and that was part of our argument that we put in in our application. Is that we literally put it out. We're like, I see here. So I noticed that you have 3 dance panels that are exactly the same, and I think the people deserve a little bit more than that. So that was part of our argument. And then we also threw in and we've also worked with Hololive before, so I think it would be a good idea to have some relative dance content surrounding that. Yeah, and luckily, hopefully, they saw that that was like worth it. So we got to do a panel on Friday, and it was really fun. Me and Ari prepared quite a bit for it, actually. Wait, let me show you. Let me see if I can pull up some of the kinds of video that we created for our panel. Thank you everyone who came. I don't know what kind of attendance I was expecting. I'm pretty sure afterwards when someone asked like how many people were at your panel, I said like 50, but then when you look back at the video, it's very clearly much more than that. And we were in a really narrow room. I thought that was interesting. Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh! Last year, they have had everyone on the performance stage, all of the dance stuff on the performance stage, which makes sense because it's like this really big open hall with like a lot of air, and then a bigger stage that's risen so that then you can see the panelists. But this year they had more like dance competitions and other movement-based things in there, and then they put all of like the RPD and other movement stuff into a room across the hall that was very narrow. It was really long, but it was narrow, and I was like, why? I think if they have a feedbacks forum, I would recommend for them to not put any movement panels in there, because that was very tough to kind of like navigate. I think we did a pretty good job like workshopping it, but yeah. Hi Ham. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I don't know. The vocal stem, it just popped in my brain. Hello. The dance panel was fun. Yay. Yes. Eden, thank you for coming through. And thank you everyone who stayed the entire time. I know we did three songs that from super easy or easiest, I would say, to borderline, I guess, more difficult. We did 3 dances that escalated in difficulty, and with the goal of it being entry level for anyone who just wanted to try, to people who are I guess more seasoned dancers and wanted a little bit of a challenge. That was kind of the point, so that people who were like afraid to dance would feel welcome and not overwhelmed, and then people who spent a little bit more time dancing wouldn't be super bored. But I just had a really good time, like looking at everyone's smiling faces while we were teaching. I was supposed to be demonstrating turn the other way for quite a bit of it, but I kept forgetting because I just like looking at everyone's face. And it was really fun. I think I have some video of me teaching one of them. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna make this smaller so that then I can move it up. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's gonna go here and then. And also my mom was there. Our mom surprised us because she was supposed to be out of town that weekend and then suddenly was like, "Can I come to your panel?" And we were like, "But you have to have a badge." Luckily we had 4 panelist badges and one of our panelists wasn't able to make it anymore because they got caught. They had to stay. They got caught back doing other things, and so we had an extra badge, and so so our mom actually came to our panel, which was really funny because we had to like prep her. Like we gave her a Pokemon hat and we had to be like, "Okay, mom, who are you right now?" And she was like, "Ash Ketchum." And we were like, "Okay, and what's your favorite Pokemon?" And she was like, "Pikachu." And I was like, good, very good. You'll blend right in. And she got really excited. She started getting really into it. She was like, "What else do I need to know? What else do I need to know?" And we tried to give her like one other starter Pokemon that she would be excited about. And we were like, "Okay, mom, this one is called Score Bunny." And she was like, "What? Square Bunny?" Like, no. Honestly, if you tell people that your favorite Pokemon is Square Bunny, they probably won't get upset, but I just thought that was really funny. That's adorable. Yeah, mommy came. Okay, let me see if I can pull up video. Yeah, and at one point I pointed her out in the panel. I was like, "Everyone, this is my mom. Say hi." And they were like, "Hi, mom." And then I said, "Everyone say you like her hat." And they were like, "We like your hat." And then I was like, "Mom, do the thing." And she turned her hat backwards like Ash Ketchum. And she was like, "Pikachu, attack." And I said, "Good job, mom. Good job. Good job." Okay. What video is this? Well, let me pause music. Boom. Oh, that's gonna take a minute to upload, which is fine. Yeah, we taught 3 dances. The first one was Marine and Pecora's exercise dance video, which was like supposed to be the easier one. Let me see. And we did it like this. Oh, okay, so this is I don't know, we were trying to like figure out a way how to make the video for people who are coming in for the first time to kind of understand how to follow a video that is mirrored. So this was the template that we came up with, where it like shows like right and left side, like it shows those shorts on YouTube. And then you have Yako and Wata, who are Japanese choreographers that I have followed for a very long time that now choreograph for VTubers as like a guide. And so we had this set up on the screen so that people could see. The only problem was that the screen was tilted on an angle because of the room that we were in. The screen was tilted on an angle so that, and it was kind of, because the room was so narrow, the screen was not big enough for everyone to see. So I think if the screen was bigger and the room was wider, this would have been a perfect guide. But that's okay. But yeah, so we taught this as like the entry level video. Wait, there you go. It's poses. Pecora mentioned. Yeah, Pecco Mari. Papa. Mari Pecco, Pecco Mari, Paiso, Mari, Pecco, Mari, Pecco, Pecora. I think there's some video of me teaching a little bit of this. And it would go like that. And so we would teach it at like 75% speed, and then we would teach it at full speed. And yeah, so like that was kind of like how the videos looked. Yes, Marine and Pecora thought it would be like a really good like kind of exercise opening. And then the second song that we did was It was so much fun. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Everything that Yako and Wata do is gold. So I hoped that people would like it. People actually were like, "Oh, we wanted to learn like more of that one because it was just so like approachable and easy." And then we taught Cotton Candy AAO by Love Live. That one was a little bit of a challenge for people. I kind of felt bad. Um, but so this was, yeah, kind of in the, this was like the medium difficulty one. And I think kind of in the middle of this one, we realized that, you know, like I said before, I didn't know how many people were going to show up, but it was definitely more than I had anticipated. And so I realized halfway through that I couldn't see people like kind of in mid to back row. Um, and so kind of halfway through, I was like, can anyone back there see? And they were like, no, we can't see anything. And so I went to that mid point and turned around to be like kind of like a visual guide to help people in the back who could not see Ari instructing in the front, which was, I think, the best workshopping that I could have done, which was also nice because then I could like, people could ask me questions, could just ask me questions directly. And I think that was kind of helpful. Cotton Candy was not super difficult, I don't think, but I think it was just kind of long. And J-pop in general, I feel like the move that comes next is never a move that you would think would make sense to come next. Like it's not very intuitive, and so a little bit of a challenge. Yes, seeing you standing in the middle made it easier to follow. Good. Yes. We got some of that feedback that people were like, "Oh, thank God. Yes, thank you for coming back here." So that was nice. But yeah, I definitely need to tell on their feedback form like, please don't put any um like learn choreo with me panels in this room in the future, maybe. Yeah, I think that worked out well. Yay. Okay, good. Yeah, and this one was really fun. This was the crazy part. Whoa! Whoa! Wait! Yo! Oh! Yeah. So that was like the second one. Um, that move is so fast. Yeah, no, it is. But it's like, and you feel crazy while you're doing it, but that's kind of what makes it so fun. So it's like very ridiculous, but also you just want to try it just because of how fast and ridiculous it is. So we thought that that would be fun. And then there's always a bunch of Love Live fans at any convention, so we figured that would be a safe option. The Joey part was defo challenging out of because of the speed. Yeah. Yes. I love this performance so much. Um, Thaya, best big sister. Oh, the girl next to Ruby, that's her name, Dia. I surprisingly we've taught two Love Live choreos, but I still have not watched any Love Live. Uh-oh. And then the last one, which is a group that was recommended to me by Alex Pinku, a Kaigai idol, was I Live. This one was the most challenging one. Um, I would say so, but so just above entry level, I think. Oh, this is the whole video. I don't want the whole video. And surprisingly, this video is also odorite. So like Japanese choreographers. I believe Wata and Yako are both in this, but then Marian is also in this too. I really like seeing people from like the old Nico Nico Doga scene still partaking in J-pop dancing and also being a part of like the VTuber space as well, and people like loving them in that circle as well. Even if you don't know like their names or their history, just seeing people appreciate them and their work makes me very, very happy. But anyways, iLife mentioned, yeah, starter pack, yeah. Yes, we did iLife starter pack because the chants are really fun. This one is a lot of high energy. Sequentially, it's not hard, but it's very fast and very high energy. But I feel like because of that, it is fun. Um, yeah, so this was the last one that we did. And then we didn't do this part because I was like, okay, yeah, so yeah, very fast. What's interesting that people gave feedback on that is very true is that learning choreographies slow is difficult, but then doing them in real time at times is actually a lot easier. There was one of the KFP mentioned that, and I was like, yes, you get it, you understand that it's like even though it's fast, sometimes it is actually easier to do the choreo faster. And I loved that feedback. I love that someone said that. Yeah. It was just nice that to see people stay the whole time and be like, "Oh wow, I really did do that. Like I'm all sweaty, but I had a lot of fun and I took on a challenge and I did it." Um so that was really nice. Okay, I think I have a video. This is of what is this? Oh,
Hey, you're doing great. Awesome. Okay, cool. So all together, if I count you in 5, 6.
oh, okay. That was yeah, okay. So this is the setup of the room. I guess this was me. Oh yeah, pump it up. Yeah, I we tried to come up with like interesting or memorable vocal cues so that people would be able to much easier remember the choreography. That's something that like normal dancers do even in their own rehearsal and dance process is come up with like catchphrases or cues or things like that in order to like remember choreography as well. So um it was really nice to see people in real time being like, I understand what comes next and I understand this move because of this vocal cue that you've given me. And that was very exciting to see as well. Yeah, I agree. The amount of energy that has to be doo-doo-doo, has to be executed does affect the difficulty of the song regardless of how easy the moves are. Yes. Yes. Yep. It's like, ah yes, sequentially very easy. In real time, kind of difficult. But yeah, okay, I think this was a clip of me teaching uh Marine and Pekora Taiso. Yeah, so Ari was facing the front and then I was facing everyone. Something else that I think would be nice for us to have in the future would be um headsets instead of handheld mics. So that because I definitely was picking up and putting down the microphone quite a bit, but in the future. But yeah, I think this is probably definitely more than 50 people. Um, and then as you can see, we were on the floor and not on a stage. So anyone who is more than 3 or 4 rows back, like you can't see them anymore. So they definitely can't see you. Also, there were quite a few like tall people at AnimeNYC this year. I don't know. I'm very used to in any space that I'm in being one of the tallest people there. Weebs are tall, guys. It's like, what the heck? I remember the on even on Thursday, me and my friend Pi, do you see her? Oh no, she was helping us to run the video in the back and also took this video. We walked in and she was like, "Is it just me or is everyone at Anime NYC like way taller this year?" Yeah, like I'm like, I don't know what Gen Z and Gen Alpha are eating. But y'all are tall. Y'all are really tall. I don't know what's going on. Do you see how I don't look I'm used to being very tall. I don't look very tall here. Um But yeah, let's see. I think I should have video of us running through at least Kikata Mononai. If not, maybe wait, let me see if I can upload it and then I'll put it there. Uh-huh. Hold on. So I can find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. Where is it? Where is it? Find it. Find it. Do 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 do. Find it. Do 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 do. Not that one. Maybe this one. This one. And E. Okay, I found it. I found the video of us torturing you guys with iLife. Yes, excellent. Yes, good. Yes. Yes. I'm hoping next time that we do this, I think 3 choreos was perfect, but I think if we are to do something next time, maybe either 2 slower but longer choreos, or I don't know, one. I don't think one difficult one would be a good idea. We were thinking of like all the different kinds of ways that we could run these in the future. But definitely doing this gave me just like a whole bunch of like food for thought, a whole bunch of different ideas. I don't know. It was a really good fun experience for me. I'm a millennial. We can be tall too. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, there were very tall Gen Z and millennials and Gen X there. Yeah, like there is like one really tall Team Rocket guy. He was like 7 feet tall. He was having a great time. And I was very happy for him. Every time I said the "Give me some shine, pump it up" part, I could hear him loud and clear. He was like, "Pump it up." I was like, "Give me some shine." He was like, "Pump it up." And that was why I kept forgetting to like turn around. Um yeah, I wonder, I'm hoping that there's a clip of me teaching it slowly so you can hear it. I think one of the clips that I just put on my drive is that. So once I download it, I'll show you guys. The girls really blew my high expectations out of the water this year. Justice was amazing for their first big show, and everyone else showed how much they have improved since the last fest. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna talk about that later because I only saw day 2, and it was a fantastic concert. It was impossible not to get excited. It didn't matter if I didn't know the song. Everyone did a really great job, and I'm very happy with how much English has progressed in just a year. Okay, wait. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Let me grab. Where is it? What time is it? Oh Lord. It's already been an hour. Okay, might need a little bit more time to upload. That's okay. Put the music back on. Stall. Actually, why don't I organize these while I wait for the video to show up, because that was a highlight. Ding 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 ding. I'm gonna put this over here actually. Yeah, back to journaling. This like that. And then I think I'm gonna get rid of that. and this tape. And maybe that too. And I'm gonna, whoa, that's way too thick. And I'm gonna change that orientation. Yeah. And I'm gonna make this big, wait. Yeah. And I'm gonna make this bigger so you can see how colossal my hand is. Yeah. Wait, how big is this one? This one is 5? Okay. 5 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Pump it up. Ooh yeah, oi, I. Yeah, I don't know. There were just so many different groups to choose from. Also, unfortunately, these days J-pop, choreo, a lot of like newer groups are very K-pop coded. So that was a challenge too, of like trying not to pick a group that is newer and yes, popular, but also their choreography is like backbreaking and very K-pop pilled. And so the difficulty, like I think some people they recommended 5 F, the number 5 VE. 5 is becoming like pretty popular, I think, in the J-pop sphere, but all of their choreography is very difficult. Like, and it would be difficult to teach, and it would not be something that I could teach in a half hour to an hour to people who have never, you know, done more than a 2-step in their entire life. And I felt really sad by that because people were like, oh, are you gonna teach Magic Clock by 5? And I said, unfortunately not, because I think everyone will leave if I do that. Yeah, if it's a K-pop panel, that attracts a different kind of crowd, and then people are there to learn that challenging choreography. But usually if it's J-pop, people just want, you know, something simple, something easy, nothing too crazy, because a lot of times they're like in their cosplay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. ¿Dónde está? There we go. Oh, did I add the same video twice? That's okay. Also, I know it's been an hour, but I really hope I'm not speaking too low. My volume has been an issue the last couple of streams, and I think it's literally because I'm speaking too low into the microphone. Any harder choreos and there would have been casualties. Yes, that was, yeah, we were basically trying to find that sweet spot of things that are simpler, but something that is slightly just difficult enough for people who are slightly more experienced to have like a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, so that was the goal. I'm thinking in the future we'll try to find songs that are a little bit slower, but again, heavily commending everyone who stayed the whole time and danced the whole time. I'm serious, you guys really did do a really good job. It's pretty good. Okay, good. Okay, is this one? Is this like, I really hope this is the correct. It was good though. Yes. Okay, I think this is a video of everyone dancing. Maybe, I hope. Yeah, here we go. Yay. My friend Renee in the front is so confused. And then that was me continuing the choreo because it's really fun. Yay! Then people would turn to each other and like give each other high fives. It was really cute. But that was the last one. That was iLife. I'm pretty sure. We have the other ones too. Oh my gosh. Well, would have loved to be in that room. Next time, next time. We want to do more of these and in different places. So if you are a con goer, if there is a convention in your area and you would like to see Araki teach a J-pop dance panel in your area, please request us or let me know where those conventions are so that we can apply to them because we do want to do more of these. It was very, very fun. Very, very fun. Okay, I'm gonna put this video over here. I'm gonna put this video over here. Yes. Okay, cool. Yay. But yeah, so that was very, very fun. Um my friend told me something really funny about this panel that like while she was waiting outside, a bunch of KFP showed up. Thank you guys again for coming as like a group and a posse. I really appreciated that. But she basically said that you guys were like, oh, is this the kiANNa panel? Is this the kiANNa something something or whatever? And she was like, oh, yes. And I just thought that was really funny because there's our other friend group that was there was the K-pop in public people that we dance with, and they don't really know much about what I do with VTubers or what me and Ari do with VTubers and other idols and stuff like that. So they just anywhere the KFP go, you definitely notice them. They definitely stand out. And so it was seeing the confusion of my friend's face when you guys like came up and walked up and said hi to me. They were like, who is this kiANNa? Like, don't worry, they're good people, but that was really funny. I'm gonna organize this one too over here like this. So that was that. And then we took a picture with our mom. Give me a second with that. I'm gonna go over here just for 1 second while I do something. Just pay no attention to the man behind just a second. Something that I posted on Twitter but that everyone needs to see. If I can find it. Ah, yes. There it is. Bum ba ba bum. Ba bum ba bum ba ba bum. This is a good idea. I'm gonna put a chicken head on my mom's face. Okay, perfect. So we were taking pictures in front of the convention, in front of the panel room with my mom. And then all of a sudden, a giant chicken passed by and I was like, oh, a chicken. And then the chicken like just photobombed our picture completely. And we were like, oh, giant chicken. But yeah, that's us with our mom, and that's giant chicken. And does anyone know what this chicken was doing at the convention center? Like, does anyone know? It was genuinely just a giant chicken that was walking around and it had like a guide or their friend with them or something, but I don't really know what. I don't know. I have no idea what the chicken was about. But it was funny. It was made for a funny picture. Time to come to Europe. I would love to go to Europe. I would love to go to Europe just to teach a panel. Sure, I would love to do like a performance or be a supporting dancer for an artist there too as well. Of all the fans that have to be known by KFP are definitely the funniest, since any good KFP is decked out head to toe in merch. Yes, and I love that. Anytime I saw any like fun Wawa merch or KFP merch, I was like, ooh, let me get a picture of that. Let me get a picture of that, because it's just so good. And I actually, I feel kind of spoiled hanging out with KFP whenever there's like an event or a convention, because you guys are just so nice And then, not that other groups aren't nice, but it makes me wonder what the fandom dynamic is in other groups. Like, what are deadbeats hanging out with like a bunch of deadbeats? Like, what's that like? You know, or takodachis? What's that like? I don't know. I've never experienced that. It's definitely Kiara in disguise. Kiara is suddenly 6 feet tall. Yes, exactly. The bright orange is easy to spot after all. Yeah. I see the giant chicken walking around. Does anyone know whose chicken this is? Has anyone lost their chicken? But yeah, so this is gonna go here. This is gonna go, wait, I'm gonna move this over. Move this here. Giant chicken. Yay. I should have taken more. That was one thing that we realized we forgot to do, was to take a picture with everyone who came to the panel afterwards. Oops. Next time we will remember to do that. I think in the future also I would like to make time for people to film themselves learning the choreography, because I know that that is a thing as well. Kind of like how at the end of dance classes you have like small groups. Anyone who wants to be filmed and feels like really confident and wants to have themselves filmed in like a panel, I would like to make space for that. Yeah, just like make more memorable moments for people in today's con culture. I think would be super duper nice. Next time. And we wanna start dressing in like uniform. Right now we kind of just put on whatever, but I think it would be nice to have a more unified fit after all of these years. I think that would be dope. Keep moving a book. Need to lock the book. Okay, book is locked. Tick tock, the book is locked. Tick tock, the game is locked. Nobody else can play, because if they do, I'll take my shoe and knock them on the head. Hooray. Crown for chicken. Hold on. Oh, I need to put the lines on this one too. So once the our panel was over, 2, 3, 4, 5, I was like, what now? Well, what do I do now? I have no idea what to do now. Now I feel like I don't know what to do. I feel like I need a little bit more paper on this side. I feel like there's not enough like journaling stuff happening on this side, so I'm gonna grab some more. It feels unbalanced. From my experience, the Congo and KFP are amongst the most organized bands, so that's why our group always sticks out. And you guys really are organized. Everyone moves like a unit. Like, I think after the concert, we saw people like Fuomoko and Deadbeats, and they were all just kind of like, you know, like with their own personal friends. Like smaller friend groups, I guess, where it was like, you know, Sam and Joe, and then, you know, Lisa and Frank. But not like a group. Like, what? Okay, gang, what are we doing? On to the next site. It was really cool. I think I would enjoy being a part of a group like that, like a regular group like that have organized things that they're doing, because that's one of the hardest things for me to do whenever I'm doing any like convention or event, is to plan out what the heck I'm gonna do. But I think if there is like some sort of itinerary that I could just follow, I'd be like, yes, and at this time I will be doing this thing. So I thought that was very neat. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was very organized. Ooh, fish. Oh, I forgot to eat. my goldfish. I bought goldfish and I didn't eat them. Wait, what was I doing? I was getting some more journal pages. Yes. Journal pages. How do you say page in Spanish? Same, honestly, right? Like sometimes I kind of wish that K-pop fans were organized like that. Like I like the group NCT, for example. If N Citizens were like, all right, team, at this time, and we're all in like dressed in lime green because that's the NCT colors. We're all going to Applebee's for dinner, and for a midnight snack we're going to IHOP. So if at any point you're like, I don't have anyone to eat with, or I don't know what to do, those are the times you can meet us at, and we're gonna take a group picture at this time with all of our light sticks. Like that sounds really fun. It's kind of like a whoa, it's kind of like a tour group, you know. Oh, yeah, the brats are also good. They just go overboard a bit sometimes. I saw that tweet um of like the brats meeting up and all yeeting their Bay dolls, and I had to wonder, were those people's personal dolls that they were throwing, or was that like a communal Bay doll bag that everyone could throw? Faina? Okay. Personal dolls? Oh my god. I would panic so bad. I'd be like, no, I have to go home with my Bay doll, the one that I came here with. Where is it? Where is it? I think I would panic so bad. I hope they had them labeled. Classic yeet the rat. Yeet, yeet, skirt, yeet, skirt, skeet. I think they mark them. Okay, that makes sense. Oh my god, but even then, like, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Like if they throw 50 rats, you have to find your rat amongst 50 other rats. Maybe it's easier than I'm anticipating. I don't know. Yeah, I want to take mine back. More passion, less think. Oh. I think brats are good at organizing big groups as KFP is. As a deadbeat, from what I've seen, we're not that good at that, and a lot of us are bad at social media in general. I wonder, is there like a general personality of each fan group? I think that's kind of interesting. And I kind of want to know, like, you know, if is there a personality test of which VTuber group are you? You're like one of those like websites where it's like, find out, you know, are you a brat? Are you a deadbeat? Are you a KFP? And then they each have like personality traits. And then if you get KFP, it's like, you are very organized and have very good vibes anywhere you go. You're very used to moving in a unit, you know? Versus brat, it's like, you're very, very fun, very passionate, but also a little bit impulsive. Like, I feel like something like that would be really fun. And then you could see like who you would get. Chat reflects the streamer, I guess. Would you say Wawa is organized? Kinda, the saying goes, the fan follows the Oshi. I think there's a math problem about this. Math! Either mark or put accessories outfit on them. Oh, that makes sense. Like a Labubu. Like if everyone was to yeet their Labubu in a pile, your Labubu would have like a specific hat or shirt, and you'd be able to find it. I think you just have to accept the risk, like when people do those big group shrine piles with dozens of dolls. Oh yeah, she can be if she has to. What is our Kiwi personality? I don't know. I actually have no idea. I don't know. I'm not sure. After karaoke yesterday, we yapped for 3 hours about random stuff where we definitely take after Wawa. Ah, yes, yes. That I can see very, very easily. A gold Labubu. Wawa's organized with all the collabs and trips she's done. It's just her streams that get derailed by yapping. That makes sense. I feel like Yeah, I guess I don't see what she does behind the scenes at all, right? Like most of us don't. We have no idea what in the world, what that is like. Like, but that is true. She does organize quite a few collabs. It's like if something needs to get done, Wawa's probably the one doing it. I think I'm pretty sure hasn't she like organized some of the like stage numbers as well? Like if people were unsure on what to do for a group number, it would be her who would like do the song and figure out like the choreography and things like that. Like Holatori, and I think also when she did Suki-chan one year as a collab stage with people. Quite a few examples actually. She can be organized. She just doesn't want to deal with annoying paperwork and stuff. Retweet. Wawa always comes up with ideas and is the first to reach out for a collab. Yep. Yeah, I know, paperwork sucks. Boo. Oh, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Abolish paperwork. What is this? Oh. I just need one more sheet. How shocked were you by Crony Do You? Very. I was not expecting, cause like I always hope, you know, to see Do You in like the set list just because I've never seen it before. But I figured, okay, she's already done it herself at HoloFest. They already did a 4-person version of it at the last World Tour, which I wasn't able to see. Surely they will not possibly do it a 3rd time. Like there's just no way. Surely they'll pick another song. And then it came on and I lost my mind because I was like, I recognize that synth sound anywhere. And then from Crony, like I don't know if I've ever heard Crony mention Do You before. Like if Laplace was a guest there, I would have been like, okay, then there's a chance. But it was because they had already done it several times that I was just so surprised. No. It's kind of cute, but this year. And then also for me to see it on the day, because I just happened to get a ticket like the last minute because I had heard from Jay. Jay, are you still in chat? I'd heard from Jay. Okay. I'd heard from Jay that someone was trying to give away a ticket last minute, and I got really lucky. Thank you again for making that happen for me. So to happen to see Do You when there are 2 days, to see it on the 2nd day felt very lucky to me. So I was very surprised and happy. I think I've mentioned before hearing Crony's voice in concert. I think because her personality, I love idols who have, or performers or whatever, who have like personality gaps between their streaming persona and how they perform on stage. I think that's really cool. Crony is like very chill, kind of like lower energy, but still very funny in general when she's talking. But I feel like her voice on stage matches her very well. But it is not expected. Like that's not like the songs that she often chooses for her lives are not the ones that I would expect. I don't know if it's because I'm not a regular Crony watcher and usually I only see her during like collabs, but I'm always pleasantly surprised by her song choices. So yeah. So happy you got to see New You live. Yay! So many Wawa songs this year made me happy. KFP ate very well this year. What was it? Chimera, Do You, Tasty, and Perfume. I think were the 4 Wawa songs that we saw. Were there any more that I might have missed? There were a lot of tickets people were giving out. Funny story, I woke up from surgery recovery and the first thing I saw on Twitter was Kiara retweeting the thing about the tickets, so I immediately forwarded it to you. So really, you should thank Kiara for that. Oh, okay. I'll message her. Crony has range. She does. She has range. Yes. Yes, that's a very good way to put it. Crony is so good at the gap moe to contrast her usual low energy sarcastic humor. Yeah. Exactly. She gave a bunch of signal boosts for the whole ticket situation so as many people as possible can enjoy it. And that's on period. So thank you, Wawa, for directly, indirectly, directly being the reason why I was able to go. Because initially that was not on my high priority of things to do, because I was already going AnimeNYC for all 4 days and preparing for the panel, and immediately before that was Idol Harmony, and I also have like other things that are happening this month. I was like, I don't know if I could do all for one this year, even though I wanted to. So I was trying like not to look at any like tweets or things about it, because I was certain that at some point I would get FOMO. But yeah, yes. Everyone in the chat say thank you, Wawa. Hey. Maybe I should put like a label saying that this is Friday. Oh gosh, I've only talked about Friday, and I guess AFO keeps coming up because it's fresh. It's fresh in everyone's minds. So I guess we'll just talk about it as we go along. That's fine. I need text. Add heading. Friday. Different. And writing. No. Cute. Okay, can you move though? Go up. Go up. Go up. There we go. Fry. Yay. Now that's a journal. Yay. I like it. I like it a lot. Actually, I think I'm gonna tilt the chicken this way. What does the chicken say? Buck 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 buck. What does the chicken say? Kikiriki. Speaking of thank you, Wawa, her ideas and whole Takamori kiss scene went viral. That was ridiculous. Seeing that happen, I was like, wow, what a spontaneous thing to happen. Who would have thought? And then only to find out it was orchestrated by her. Wawa strikes again. She loves girls, okay? And also the Coldplay bit. Oh yes. I had completely missed that. Like, I knew the meme, but I didn't understand what was happening. Don't tell Wawa she convinced you to go. She'll get so smug about it. Yeah? Convinced? There was no convincing that had to be done. It was like, you want this ticket? The answer was yes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Wawa strikes again and we thank her for it. Din, 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 din. She's just a girl's girl, you know? Okay, great. Perfect. And now I must duplicate this page as we move on to oh, wait. We're not even done with Friday because Friday evening before everything closed, I learned very last minute that Amelie was going to be there. And so we took a chance and got onto her, hi Adrelis. And so we took a chance and got into her line. They said that there was like no guarantee because it was the end of the day, but I was like, if I don't go today, I might not be able to go tomorrow. Because I had other things to do, like mini videos to film and whatnot. But we went and thankfully, they let us go because they got through the end of the line very quickly and it looked like we would be able to see her before 7 when they closed. I've never been on an autograph line before, so I wasn't sure if it was like an autograph line or just like a meet and greet or whatever, but I was like, oh yeah, we'll just go and say hi. And then we get closer to the front and we realize that in order to say hi, you have to buy something for her to autograph. And I'm like, yeah, actually that makes a lot of sense because we're in the autograph section and this isn't a meet and greet, I guess. I don't know how these things normally go. Yes, Amelie. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this Marine poster because I'm a huge fan of Dress Up Darling. And so I got that and I like walked up and I was like, okay, so we're technically mutuals on Twitter, but we've never like met before, and I'm wearing a green wig today and I change my hair like once a week, and I'm sure it's been like all day and she's like really tired and she's not gonna recognize me. So if she doesn't recognize me, that's okay. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'll just get my thing signed and then I'll like post it later and it'll be fine or whatever. It's okay. So we get to the front and they do the thing where they like ask, you know, do you want her to sign your name on it? So I ask her, I'm like, yes, please. I would love her to sign my name on it. And so I like spell my name out, put it on the post-it, passed her. And then I get to the front and I'm like, hi. And she's like, how are you? And I could tell that she couldn't tell who I was at first. And I was like, that's okay. No worries. I don't wanna like, I don't know, not like embarrass her, but like or like point it out or anything like that. I don't know. I was just like, it's gonna be fine. So I pass it and then she sees my name and she's like, wait a minute. And I can like see the gears rotating in her head and I was like, yes, it's me. Hi, it's me, kiANNa. Hello. And then she was like, oh my god, you came. And I was like, yeah, it's me. Hello. Hi. And then she was like, why didn't you tell me? I would have given this to you as a gift. And I was like, what? It's okay. It's fine. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it. So I don't know. And then she came around the table and like gave me a big hug and was like, we're gonna take a selfie together. That's fine. And so she signed my poster and we took a selfie. But she was like, I have a really good selfie arm. So I was like, I trust you because my hands are all like shaky right now because it's been a long day and I'm really tired. So she took this selfie for us. She has an incredible selfie arm. It was very sweet and we like chatted for a couple of minutes. But yeah, and it was funny because her booth was right next to Sayu and Sayu, I don't know if I'm sure if people know Amelie, they probably know Sayu because they're besties, but the energy at Amelie's booth and the energy at Sayu's booth were two completely different energies of having autographed things. for 8 hours all day, let's just say that the difference between them was really funny. Because Amelie was like, you could definitely tell she was at work and was just very pleasant and very like, oh, so good to see you, oh, have I seen you before, to the people in front, and like, yeah, like big smiles and whatnot. And then you could just hear Sayu like mumbling through the curtain from the other side in his very Sayu way. And I really enjoyed that dichotomy. It was really funny. Both still good energy, but just two different kinds of tired energy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I just took this picture. She's so nice in person and very pretty, and I was very happy to meet her just for a little bit. That was quite a treat. That was quite a treat. Thank you, Amelie, for... What's going on with my voice? I need to have more confidence than that. Thank you, Amelie, for taking this picture with us. Yes. I know her from her old EN covers and because she's become a close friend with Callie. Yeah. It's interesting. I and Ari gets on me, not really, jokingly gets on me about this. I had no idea who she was before she followed me. So I think I had it was like during lockdown time. And so at that time, to like kind of to pass the time, I started uploading like little K-pop covers and K-pop choreography to songs that I thought might not have choreography to them yet. What is that? And one of them went, I don't know if you would say that it went viral, but it definitely got passed around. And then she followed me from that, and I remember getting the notification and being like, who is Amelie? And Ari was like, who's Amelie? Who's Amelie? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Who is Amelie? And I was like, I don't know who this person is. She has a really nice voice. She seems really nice. I have no clue who this is. And I felt really bad because she like DM'd me and was like, I really like your work, and if I ever do like a live stage or anything, I would like to work with you as choreographer. And I was like, that's really nice of you to say. And of course, like since then I like followed her and I've seen all of her stuff, and I really look up to her work ethic, and I like her I like her music and her VTuber model, and I think she's really funny on shorts. Sometimes I'll just scroll down her social media and just watch her shorts, like just back to back because they're so funny. There's one in particular that I remember a lot that's like of I think she was streaming and she ran into a scuff like earlier on in her VTubing career, and she messaged Sayu for tech support, but he was about to take off on a plane. And so their exchange of words via Discord back and forth, they like recreated that via shorts, and it's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I watched that short over and over again because it's really funny. Not too shocking, a K-pop fan wouldn't know of her since she was mostly focused on Japanese anime. Wasn't a lot of overlap on those two early YouTube. See, it's very, very funny you should mention that. Very funny you should say that. Because I consider myself to be a much bigger J-pop fan than I am a K-pop fan. I would say I've listened to K-pop for a very long time, but I've always been a hardcore J-pop weeb. And I think more of my dance history is in that. So it really did not make sense that I did not know who she was. Like doing K-pop centered content is very new, that I only just started doing in like the last couple of years. Before that, I was just like a casual listener. Yes. So it actually really didn't make sense, and I was like, I feel so. Why don't I? And I think this happens quite a bit. And I feel like I really need to do my research of all of the people that are out there, and because at this point it's embarrassing that I don't know who people are. Like at this point it really is embarrassing that I don't know who people are. Yes. Because I posted this picture on Instagram, and then my friend who I met through K-pop, she was like, Amelie, the Amelie, and I'm like, why does everyone know who this person is already? Not this person. That's like not how I want to say it. Why does everyone know who she is? And I'm sitting here like, I don't know. I'm just saying I need to do better. That's all. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I need to do better. In terms of being aware, I confess that because I am confessing that I tend to not know what is happening, what is around me. I'm very, very unaware. So oftentimes whenever I'm like asking questions like, what is this chat or who is that chat? I genuinely am like, why don't I know what this is yet? Okay, anyways, whatever. That's all I was trying to say with that. That's all. It's low-key astonishing watching her from her old Ian covers to her now VTuber era. Like, whoa, honestly, yeah. I think I witnessed that the transformation from doing mostly Ian covers to becoming a VTuber, that I witnessed, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Hey, that just means you get to learn some really awesome people now, and that's so fun. Yeah. I get to experience things for the first time that people have known for 10 years. It's okay. All the biggest content creators eventually become YouTubers now anyway. Just wait for that to find out who they are. Okay. Okay. I will keep a lookout so that I am not living under a freaking rock my whole life. Cause then I feel like, you'll miss out on like the rise, I meant VTubers. Oh, they eventually become VTubers. That is true. The weeb slash K-pop fan slash streamer to VTuber pipeline must be studied. Like I think there was a joke online saying that people go J-pop, fans specifically. They go from there's a couple of pipelines. One is J-pop to K-pop to VTuber. Another one is J-pop to One Direction to K-pop, specifically BTS fans to VTuber fans. Slash is a combination of these things that people experience. Yes. Okay, I need to move on to Saturday. Oh my god, I'm taking forever. Saturday, otherwise we'll never get to the concert, and I'm taking a billion years Saturday. So Saturday was more of like a chill kind of do whatever I want day. This was actually Thursday was a day that I did most of my retail therapy, going into debt in Artist Alley merch damage day, I would say. But maybe I'll just talk about all of the incredible Mau Maus that I saw and all of the Apothecary Diaries merch that I bought. So currently Apothecary Diaries is my hyperfixation. I think the biggest one that I have. So we're just gonna get into that. And I think I've mentioned it to both my friends that I was attending AnimeNYC with and also Kiwis online. I was like, guys, I'm looking for Apothecary Diaries merch. If you see anything, send it my way. And my friend, who this was her first con, now anytime she's at that weekend, anytime she saw any Apothecary Diaries merch, she was now like tuned into it. And she was like, now I lock in on Jinshi Mau Mau fan art because of you. I'm like, perfect. Yes. Let it spread. Yes, I need to catch up on season 2. You do. You do. You need to catch up on season 2. I mean, but honestly, there probably really is no rush, only because season 3 is not going to come out until 2027. So if you just want to watch one new episode once a month and save your sanity, I think that's okay. So Saturday was both AFO day 1, which I did not go to, but it was also the busiest day for the con. So that was when I did videos with Pup Chance, who she had a booth in Artist Alley both this year and last year. Very proud of her. I met her through dancing. I think Tofi, the songwriter slash VTuber, retweeted one of her videos, and I was like, wow, this girl's amazing. I want to work with her. And I asked her to be in one of my dance videos, and she was like, yeah, I'm actually local to you, so that'll work out. And we've just stayed connected ever since. And now she and then she like decided she wanted to start selling her own merch in Artist Alley and like really push like her artist career, and she's been doing really well ever since then. She's been at like AnimeNYC, and she just tabled at Anime Expo this year, which has been like a huge deal, and I'm really proud of her. But we will also do dance covers once a year with each other. So I posted it on my Twitter, but we did Jump by Blackpink, and we did This Is 4 by Twice, and that was really fun. I wonder if I have a picture of her. I should. Oh yeah. There we are. There's Pup Chan's. Everyone should look at Pup Chan's website. She's done like Hololive merch. She does everything from like VTuber merch to anime merch, alien stage. It's all really cute. So just like her own personal avatar. There's Pup Chan's. And then there's Pi Pi next to her. Pi is the person, one of my close friends, and also helped us run our panel. Put her here. And then yeah, let's look at all the Mau Maus. Let's look at all the Mau Maus that I ran into over the weekend. Hee. So many Mau Maus. I was determined to take pictures of as many Mau Maus as possible. Here's one Mau Mau. I really like that she used her natural hair for Mau Mau, so I really wanted her picture because I love when people do that. Mau Mau. So here's one Mau Mau. I wanted to go to the Apothecary Diaries meetup on Sunday, but I didn't wake up on time, so I missed it. Mau Mau number 2. She's actually a member of one of the K-pop groups that I dance with, and I was like, oh my god, you're dressed as Mau Mau, that's amazing. Mau Mau number 2. I think this is a Mau Mau's garden party fit. Was pretty popular for people to cosplay as. And then Mau Mau number 3. I really liked that this Mau Mau had her fan with her. Another garden party Mau Mau. Mau Mau, Mau Mau. And then this was Mau Mau number 4. Great cosplays, yes. This Mau Mau was fun because she had the basket. And this is like Mau Mau's usual fit. I really liked how she did her wig, and I really liked the material that she used for her cosplay. There was another Mau Mau that I walked by that I should have taken a picture of, because the material that she used for her outfit looked like the kind of material that I'm used to seeing Chinese period dramas have. And I was like, dang, I should have taken a picture because I was just so appreciative of the fabric, but I was in the middle of trying to find a place to film a video. I really liked this Mama because she had the basket, and it was really cute because she put all of her merch in her basket. And I was like, can I get a picture of that? She was like, yeah. I thought that was really resourceful. So cute. She had some plants coming out of the back of it because Mau collects poisonous plants because she's weird and a little autistic coded, and that is her special interest. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Cosplayers are so cool, so cool. I know. I think in the future, if a cosplay that I would love to do would be Mau on her on the roof where she's dancing in her dancing outfit. I think that would be really, really nice. That would be really fun to do. I saw a dancing Mau way in the distance, and I couldn't catch her. Hello, Cole. Fashion and function. Hiya, folks. Hey, yo. How are you doing? Wait, okay. Sorry, I have more Maus. I need to. I have two more. I have two more. Maybe more than that actually. Oh, this is a Mau and Jinshi combo, which these were rare to find, but very appreciated. I liked how she did her hair in the front here. Jinshi. Then let's see. Ah yes, I saw a solo Jinshi just walking around. This was from Sunday after the Apothecary Diaries meetup. So tall! And also I loved how they did their wig. Whoops. I thought it looked fantastic. Very nice, very nice. Yay, more garden party Mau. And I liked that she got the blue sash detail. Very nice. He loves the hair. I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space. Okay, I have one more. Maybe two more. I have two more. I have two more. This was another Mau with a basket. And she also had the cat ears. And I was like, the flowers all in the back. And the frog were so amazing. Honestly, I feel like Apothecary Diaries was made for me just because there's like so much green and there is a theme having to do with a frog in Apothecary Diaries, which is also incredible. And yeah, I think it was just kind of made for me. Too many Maus. No, not enough. Not enough. I could have gotten more. This is another Jinshi Mau pair. I really would have liked to get one of the Maus that I saw in like more formal wear. Yeah, there were a ton of Apothecary Diaries cosplays. I would say between Apothecary Diaries and Dandadan, I think those were the two most popular cosplays that I saw. Still quite a few Nanamis from last year, but I think honestly those were like the two most popular ones. And also in terms of merch, I think every single booth that I went to, almost every single booth that I went to had either Dandadan or Apothecary Diaries merch there. Okay, this is actually gonna just become a Mau page. Yeah. That's what this is. And then I must show the merch that I have gotten. Ta-da! Ooh, Saturday. Okay, so as you can see here, dang, you can't really see the detail on the bottom here, unfortunately. Merch pick, yeah. I should have gotten a better picture of this print on the bottom. And someone also shared this in my Discord. It was so pretty. Oh yes. Okay, so this was that was the first merch that I bought. The thumbs up heart. This describes their dynamic perfectly. It's just that the thing is that Jinchi is just so pathetic for Mao Mao, and I think that is his biggest charm point. Because he tries so hard within his own realm, keeping his status in mind and like also who she is, but it's so perfect. And I think because the last con that I went to at CPAC, there was a lot of art that was just Mao Mao, but I was specifically looking for art that was both of them together. And so this one just spoke to their dynamics so perfectly that I had to purchase it immediately. The print that's right below that is incredibly beautiful. I'm sorry that I don't have a better picture of it, but there's just like so much detail, and they had it in a bigger size, but I just did not have space for that. It looks like it's like watercolor. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. I feel like I need to find a better picture of it, but it's basically him like gazing at her while she's working, and I was just like, that's perfect. That's perfect. It's like so subtle, you can't even see their face, but it just tells the entire tale. Yes. And then there's also, I also have here, oh, if this is true, I might need to watch this then. Yes. The lighting there is phenomenal. It's amazing. It's amazing. No, everyone needs to watch. Okay, so here's the thing about Apothecary Diaries without spoiling it at all. It was advertised as shoujo, somewhat. Like it's in the no. It's in the shoujo like section, but it is not shoujo whatsoever. That is not the main point of the show, and in fact, a lot of the show, especially in the first season, is mostly through the perspective of Mao Mao. It's more mystery than anything, and she's just an incredible protagonist that I think a lot of people can also relate to, and the story told through her view is so good, and that's really what you care about. You are likely not watching this show because you are trying to see something develop between these two characters, but at the same time, people who really love this show love the dynamic between these two characters. So that is all I will say about that. And I think everyone should watch Apothecary Diaries because the story is incredible. It talks about the soft power of women during this era in China, and it's really good. And I don't understand why it did not win Anime of the Year, and that's okay. That is a hill that I am willing to die on. I love Solo Leveling, but I will say that I hardly saw any Solo Leveling merch or cosplays at the convention center, but there was quite a bit of Apothecary Diaries and Dan 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 and whatever the other animes that were like up to win. I'm just saying. Free Ren also. Justice for Free Ren. But I love Solo Leveling. I do love Solo Leveling, but I don't think it should have won Anime of the Year. I think that was not correct. As someone who enjoys all three of those shows, Free Ren, Solo Leveling, and Apothecary Diaries, and Dan Dan Dan, my personal opinion, I get it though. Them saying that Solo Leveling, each episode takes an entire year to make is kind of incredible too, though. That they would kind of like compound how they made the show. That was crazy. Whatever. Okay. I watched first season of Apothecary Diaries, then had to read the manga, then the light novel. That's where I am. Oh my god, that is where I am. I too, I started watching the show, and then I was like, I need more, and I started reading the manga, and I was like, this is not enough. And now I'm about to dive into the light novel as well, and I need the physical books. I do. I need them. Haven't seen Solo either yet, but the reception online was not well. This is the problem for me. It is a good show. It actually is a really good show, but to say that the plot and storytelling was over any of these is just it's like ye old tale of like shonen shows, I think, just in general, getting less. I don't know how to I'm not I don't want to get like too deep into it actually. Yeah, the shonen versus shoujo thing has always been a thing, and it's justice for shoujo series that are really well told. Even though this isn't a shoujo, technically it's a mystery. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Whatever. You gotta finish watching Frieren 2. I do. Every single episode of Frieren looks like a Ghibli movie. That was the problem that I have, is that it's so beautiful. And Apothecary Diaries too, super beautifully animated. Like, what? Yeah. Solo leveling is fun, but in terms of story, I enjoyed others more. That's what I'm saying. And like, I think that too, like in terms of character design and animation, I think all of them were all on the same tier to me, actually. So I was like, well, maybe it won because the animation for solo leveling was like a slight step above, and it's like that's not even the case. I don't think. I would not say that. True, the battle of shonen bias is real. It is. It's not right. It's not fair. And the only thing that's irritating about it to me is that I understand why those shows have the followings that they do. I'm not even trying to say that like, oh, what you guys are all sheep. Like, that's not even what I'm trying to get at. It's just that there are other things out there that I think deserve their flowers as well. Oh well, I haven't. I have just gotten bored of power fantasy shows. I prefer to watch an MC actually be tested as opposed to just being an endless badass. Right? Like, man. Like, show me other forms of power. Show me other forms of being tested. Show me other situations where you actually have to think your way out of something and you can't just, scream and yell to greatness, because that is what a lot of solo leveling was, is that he just really, really wanted to win. So he won, which again, that's my man. I love that show, but a lot of it was a lot of yelling and shonen stuff and eye candy. Like, that was kind of it. But I do love that show though. Sorry to encourage the derailment of the convo. No, not at all. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. We're doing great. Frieren is just fantastic. I need to finish it. Frieren season 2 is going to be so amazing. There is an arc that just blows everything in season 1 out of the water. Yeah, that's gonna be my next, probably as I like wind down for these next couple of weeks before I dive back into work again, because I have a lot of stuff coming up. I'm probably gonna binge it. I think I deserve I think I deserve a binge fest right about now. Hee. You need to get on Kagura Bachi for actual peak shonen with good writing and or moments. I've never even heard of this show. What's that? Gotta write that down. Black Lagoon, My Beloved, Perfect Balance of Brain and Brawn. I haven't watched that either. Isn't that one's like a classic, right? That one's from quite a while ago. I forgot about that. Oh wait, no, I think I'm thinking of Engine Lagoon. That's not the same thing at all. Initial parts of Solo Leveling, he struggled quite a bit and was fun to watch, but then he becomes an OP god, which is also fun to watch, but not as much. It's just like, the thing is, yeah, when I'm watching Solo Leveling, I know exactly what I'm watching for. I really enjoy, there are two types of characters that I really enjoy, and those are, villains that become heroes or change to the side of light. I really enjoy watching those kind of story arcs. I like watching like internal struggle. Um and I also really enjoy watching characters that are just brutal just because. Like there's no reason for them to be that strong. There's no reason for them to be that violent. Well, actually no, that's not true. I like characters that like are very brutal, but there's like, sorry, actually the opposite. On camera it looks like senseless brutality, but there's actually a reason why they are the way that they are. And like for Jin, he is the way that he is because he'll do anything to make sure that his family is safe, and to yeah, that is his ultimate goal, is that he's doing everything, he's doing all of this for his family. And but because of that, he's become so ruthless, and I really like characters like that. And but then the show itself, you know, once you get past that, it's just bloodshed just because, and you're just watching him rip people apart like just because. And I really like shows like that. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that if we're sitting down and we're thinking of which shows to award to, that's not who I would award it to. So I'm not even really trying to talk down or downplay Solo Leveling, but I enjoy it for very specific reasons. Like it's not because I'm like, this is better because there's a bunch of bloodshed and there's a huge show of power, you know, if that makes sense. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. No, it's a manga for now. The writer actually won an award at AnimeNYC. Really? Okay, I got to check this out then. Another good shonen with amazing characters and intrigue is Magi. Wow. I completely forgot about that show. Hold on. Yeah, it's been a minute. Plot in a nutshell, typical shonen revenge plot, but imagine if the legendary swords are nukes and the dead parent was Oppenheimer. Huh? I actually cannot imagine this at all. But I'm writing that down. It makes perfect sense. Yo, Maggie's fan spotted? Yes. Sinbad, my beloved. No, yeah. Is that show really good, or is it just a guilty pleasure of mine? I don't know. Either way, I like it. It's been a while. I haven't watched that since I was like a teenager. Oh my god. Really good. Okay, we'll say it's really good actually. Ding 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 ding. Look up one panel of Kagura Bati and guarantee you'll be sold immediately. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it. And I'm sure I'm saying that real crazy, but oh, what's this? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. kiANNa, you're not that easy. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just a minute. Just a second. This looks like, oh, wait, I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at right now. Boop, 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 boop. Where is it? Did I lose it? ¿Dónde está? Yeah, this piques my interest immediately. I don't know who this is or what their story is, but I would like to know. It's also being animated by Cygames soon. There's literally a place called Kyoyo Bloodshed Hotel in the manga too. Off topic, your model is super cute, adorable. Thank you. This is the Mochan model that is free to use that I customized. I usually have it linked in the description, I think, but I have become very attached to it myself. That's the boy. It's not even his best panel. Uh-oh. Q meme. I'm in trouble. Probably. Yeah, this is looking like kiANNa core. kiANNa core is one of two things. It is like it is wholesome show, you know, not even necessarily shoujo. Actually no, there's a couple of kiANNa cores. But this is one of them. This is one of them. This encapsulating this, and then Apothecary Diaries. It's kind of one or the other. Yes. Would you believe if I told you that character is the sweetest person ever? Oh no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. That's a problem for me. That's an issue for me. You understand. Okay, I'll update you next stream. See what I think of this. Anyways, back to the merch that I found of Jinshi being pathetic. Oh, these cherries here, the Jinmao cherries that are here. This is Pup-chan's merch, by the way, my friend that I dance with that I mentioned to you about. Really cute. She has a bunch of different like anime couples that she made them into. Really cute. There's like a little stamp here. There is the Jinshi Mao Mao and Frog sticker that I have here. And then this print that is here at the top that I struggled if I wanted to purchase it or not because I had already bought so much. I was like, no, I don't need any more big prints. I don't have space for any more big prints, but just look at the material. Look at the material. It's almost like this is not at all what their dynamic is like in the show, but this is how fans have delulued themselves into believing that this is what their dynamic is like, if that makes sense. It's like, you know, you see him like, I don't know, like walk by her, and then in the fans' brain they're like, oh my god, he laid out his whole jacket for her to walk over a puddle. Kyun, you know, like I feel like this is how fans see their interactions versus how they actually are. It's like more like this. Looking forward to it. Okay, he also has barely smiled in the manga. This is a problem for me. This is a problem for me. This is a problem for me. Ruthless and kind. That's an issue. It's an issue for kiANNa. Just bought new loose sleeve tin. What story are we talking about? Oh, we I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when you queued in. I was talking mostly about Apothecary Diaries. That's what I've been yapping about for like the last hour. My current hyperfixation. And then we also talked about Solo Leveling and how it should not have won Anime of the Year, even though it's a very good show because I enjoy characters like that. Like Jinwoo. I really do. However, comma. Anyways, yeah, this is the print that Amelie signed for me. Right over here, it says to kiANNa. Her handwriting is really cute. Money! And I love the show, so win-win. And then this. Okay, this is like slightly for Joshi coded, so whatever. But this artist I ran into at CPAC. And I loved every single thing that I saw at her booth, but I just was not spending money that weekend. So I was like, okay, if she has an online shop or if I ever run into her again, I'm going and I'm buying everything. And so that's what I did. She happened to be going to AnimeNYC and I was like, yes, this is my chance. For anyone who doesn't know, I am a huge gacha game enjoyer, and my first gacha game that I really fell in love with was Genshin Impact, and my favorite character from Genshin Impact is Nouvelette, and I also really like Grizzly, and I like their dynamic, and of course, if people see two people standing 8 feet within each other, they're obviously going to ship it, and so that's what this is. This print is this Nouvelette print is actually holographic, and when you tilt it, it makes it look like he's crying, so that's really nice. I also have 2 photo cards here, and then I have their joint poster card here as well. They also had this in a big size, but I am limiting myself to how much stuff I'm putting on my wall, so it makes moving easier. So I got the smaller ones. She was so hard to find. So Artist Alley was so gigantic this year that they actually had a section of it downstairs in the gaming hall. I've never heard of that before. Is that a thing at bigger conventions? Because they had Exhibitor Hall, and then they had they had Artist Alley, which went from A to Z, huge, takes you 2 days to walk through. And then they had a continuation of it downstairs in the gaming hall. So I was looking for this artist. It was like 1B this, 1B that. And I'm like, there is no 1B up here. There's only A to Z. Only to realize that it was downstairs in the basement. And I was like, how are people going to find these artists if they're in this area? So I felt really bad. Like literally, if you were not looking for someone and if you didn't care about like the gaming hall, you would never run into if you didn't pay like close attention to the catalog, you might not run into them, and I kind of felt bad. But she said that she had been doing pretty well all weekend, so hopefully that means that there was just enough foot traffic in general in the gaming area that people like still found her. But she was really tucked in a corner, and I kind of felt bad. Oh yeah, wait, not to bring that up, but Kagura Vachi would feed you well. Say less. You mean I'm getting everything in one? Amazing. Ota is pretty big and didn't have that. Okay, right. So I don't know what that was about. I kind of hope that they don't do that next year because I don't think that's really fair to the artists that I'm sure would have had all of their stuff completely sell out if they weren't shoved down there. But I love it when I get people and their taste immediately. Yes, you kind of really put your finger on the pulse there. It's got to be a hidden talent or something. But yeah, this was my merch haul. I think I did pretty well. I held back a lot, not because I couldn't buy it, but because just because you have the money doesn't mean you have to spend it. So, and then it worked out because then I ended up doing other things this weekend that I wanted to do instead. So that was great. This was my merch haul. So this is the merch haul, and now we get to decorate this page, and then we're going to move on to Sunday, which is AFO, which I'm sure is what everyone has been waiting for, even though we've been talking about it pretty much the whole time. Saturday. Saturday was here, and then I think I'm going to put merch haul. Oh wait, make this a little bit smaller. That should probably help. Yup. AnimeNYC. Oh. What the heck? Should I like maybe group them together? Group. Oh, that's why. Group. Okay, cool. Okay. Go here. Okay, great. Amazing. Okay, and then put you guys over here. Hall gonna go in front. Oh, what the heck is that? Cancel. Put you in. No, stop doing that. Stop doing that, bro. Not playing with you. Go in front, go in front, go in front. Or don't. Yes. Perfect, perfect. Great, Hall. Thank you, thank you. Real estate agent. kiANNa, how do you feel about androgynous dressed badass women? How don't I feel about androgynous dressed badass woman? What are you asking me right now? What are you saying? Okay. If androgynous badass woman, I'm trying to think of a metaphor. If androgynous badass woman was an item on a menu, it would be my regular order. Order up. Guess what? Kagurabachi has Andro Badass 2 with no romance connection to the protagonist. That's what I like to hear. That's what I'm talking about. And not because we don't enjoy that, but because it's not always necessary. And not because they don't deserve it, but because maybe they're just trying to chill. Maybe. I think that's the only thing I'm like not really caring for with solo leveling is what's that girl's name? The blonde woman who is very clearly obsessed with Jinwoo, or is falling for him because he's like very strong and powerful, and I mean honestly she's us, but I'm like, do we really need this? I don't know. Do we really need this? Can't she just also be really badass and be driven by the love of her family? I don't know. Maybe she too can just vibe. Like I'm fine with romance when it makes sense. I think that's what I like so much about Apothecary Diaries is that it develops so naturally you almost didn't even see it coming at first. Or someone, I don't know. One might say that it happens, yeah, it happens so naturally. There were no like huge moments or big gestures. It's just understood. And it didn't feel forced. Which is very funny because I believe the creator actually really can't stand Jinchi at all and has drawn like art of him being pushed off a cliff. But the way that she wrote it into the story, it was just so organic and natural that it just made sense. Versus, I don't really know what this one-sided thing is between the blonde girl and Jinwoo. I don't really know what's going on there. I'm not sure. Because he doesn't seem to be interested in her at all. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I remember, like, he had admiration for her in the beginning, for sure. I remember seeing that, but it didn't seem like, it didn't feel romantic to me. I don't know. That's called good writing. Yeah, sniff a lady. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Huh? What's happening? This is what happens when I read backwards. Last one, middle-aged dad figures of varying degrees in mortality alignments. Middle-aged dad. This series is gonna be a problem for me. This series is gonna be a problem for me. All right. Anyways, moving on. I enjoy romance mostly when it's not the plot of the story. Like, it's a nice touch and adds to the overall story, but not the story. Yes, I would have to agree. Okay, if I am watching a show that it's like, this is a romance, I'm like, okay, I'm prepared. This is a romance. That's the whole point. Got it. If it's a show and the main plot is not surrounding romance at all, I don't, unless it's not forced, it's not like boy meets girl. Like, I don't have patience for that. I'm like, no. If it happens naturally over time, I'm like, fine, that makes sense. Sure. When it's forced, I get really irritated. I'm like, get this out of here. It's taking time away from the main plot. Please. Yeah, forced romance in things that otherwise wouldn't have it, I'm not really a huge fan of. Yeah, if I'm watching a romantic drama because that's literally what it was created to be, then fine. If I'm watching a shonen and they have forced romance in it, I'm like, yeesh, I can deal without it. I remember when I first started watching Solo Leveling, finally you asked, who's your favorite character? And I had to struggle to think of anyone's name or character besides Jinwoo. Wait, that is so real. I don't know anyone's name. I guess I'm just a Jinwoo enjoyer. I don't know. I think honestly, that's the thing. I think with Jinwoo, his arc is enough for me. I kind of also like that sidekick guy a little bit, the rich boy, as comedic relief. But other than that, I'm not very heavily invested in anyone except for that guy with the rings. Who is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever that is. For reasons. The flame on man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did anyone actually get an arc though? Really? No. I mean, I think his sidekick got somewhat of an arc, a little bit. His is kind of developing, but it's not very strong. We still don't really know too much about him. And that 15-year-old girl, his sister's best friend is kind of sort of getting an arc, but like not really. Curious, what's the best romance for you? 4 for 4 and you're bored. That's bingo. Yeah, you got kiANNa bingo. Did anyone actually get in? Wait, I already read that. The best romance for me. Huh. I am a huge fan of romance stories that are friends to lovers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like those. So actually, Sasaki and Miyano, I would say, is one of the best romance series I've ever seen, because it's very gentle and very gradual and not toxic at all. I just think it's a great story, a very great like high school romance coming of age story without weird fan service in it. I think that's one of the best romance series I've ever seen. Other than that, Hyoka, I think, is not a romance story, it's a mystery, but I think it also does romance very well as well. An older series, but I would recommend that one too. I think that one's really nice. And Friends to Lovers, let's go. Yeah, I would say that's my favorite. I think I also like Enemies to Lovers in very specific cases. When it's funny, when it's comedic, like Love is War. I think I would consider that to be a healthy for Enemies to Lovers show. Actually, that is one of my favorite romance series too. Yes, the Sasaki Miyano, Love is War, Hyoka, which is technically a mystery and not romance, but I think it does romance very well. Yeah, I just need it to make sense, you know? I don't think I'm asking for much. I just think I need the romance to make sense. I feel like, you know, don't assume that your audience is like just stupid and slobbering at the mouth for anything. Like, please try to weave it together and make it believable. And I'm sure Freerun will go right up in there when I get to that too. In any case, Love Yet to Bloom, Yuri manga about a girl who info dumps and a girl who's looking for things to be interested in and realizes they love to hear the other girl talk. That's so cute. I love that. Wait, no, I have to bookmark that one too. Hold on, the bookmarks in my other window is getting larger. Wait a minute. I'm adding that. That's very cute. I think that was one thing that I regret not getting more of. If anything, I kind of wish I had gotten more. Either I like collecting older style manga, but also like newer series that only have a couple of volumes out. I didn't get to do that at all this past weekend. That's usually something that I try to do for sure. Anytime I go to any convention. There was no hate to them, but there was this really sad table. I think that this con was mostly run by Fujoshi, and I say that it was Fujoshi and then like VTuber fans that were like mostly men, which I love both of those things. But there was one really sad table of manga that I think initially started at like regular price, but then they started to like slash the price because no one was buying it. And then when you saw like the kind of manga that they were selling, I was like, oh boy, we are back in, you know, early 2010s where that booth FAKKU was like in full swing and people were walking around with like hentai shirts with like girls completely covered in God knows what. And I'm very glad that we're leaving that behind, but that was kind of what they were selling, and I just felt really bad because I was like, brother, I'm happy to say that in general the anime community has moved on, and thank God. Yeah. But then it made sense because I was like, wait a minute. Most of these booths have like very cute, fluffy and artistic, not artistic, like very, very cute and like whimsical styles. And almost every single booth has some like BL character on there. It was either like that they had a lot of very cute fluffy art, but that had like a lot of BL, or there were like booths that were VTuber merch that had like a bunch of jiggle physics and whatnot, which is also fun. It was just very clear what the demographic was of the crowd that they were trying to attract and like what they were selling, and I was here for both. But I thought it was very funny, and that is to say that the booth that was selling the manga that was not doing well did not meet either of those, and I was like, aw, dang. It was interesting. Wow, my music stopped. Quick one for you as well. Hana Monogatari, old woman Yuri. Finally some food. About a widow who is now figuring out life at age 60, being retired, alone, and encountered a lady at a makeup store who opened her world. Wait, I've heard of this one. I completely forgot about it. I think I saw it at, actually, I think I'm pretty sure I saw a preview of it. Not a preview, but like an advertisement for it at a convention. Pace kiANNa with both hands and good taste for both worlds. I don't know. I just feel like we're moving in a different direction as a community, and there's a lot of craziness happening, but I think things are taking turns for the better. And that we at least don't have like overt hentai all over everything anymore. Why? Why does this keep happening? Because those days were scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The hoodies, the horror. Like, please. And it would be kids walking around, and then it was just girl with what is that called? Ahoge? Like, I don't. No, that's the hair thing. The other one. That's like. Ahegao. Yes, Ahegao. Like, bro. It was just everywhere it went to. I'm so glad we're seeing the end of that. And now if you're seen walking around with it, people are like, bro, dude. And this is not to kink shame, but I do think that there are certain things that are not appropriate if you are running into mixed audiences, if that makes sense. Like, I think people should be able to buy whatever merch that they want, you know? But I don't feel like it should be sold in plain view at an event that there are children. Call me crazy. Like, I think, yeah. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's like, buy whatever you want to buy, you know, have your shirt with like titties all over it, sure, okay. But I just think that there's time and place to wear it, and maybe walking through a mall or like a park might not be great. Might not be great. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, buy whatever you want, wear whatever you want, you know. Be fans of whatever you want. Be sexually free. That's not what I'm bringing up here. You know, I think everyone likes titties. I like titties too. You know. That sounds actually weird coming from me. I don't know. I don't think that's really. I don't know if that's accurate. Well said. But you know what I mean. That's the clip. No, it's not. That's way out of context, even for my own brain. I'm trying to like make it understandable without like kink shaming or like making it seem like if people enjoy content or media that is overtly sexual that it's a bad thing, because it's not. So I think that is a slippery slope, that I'll say something like that and then people will be like, yeah, people shouldn't read or do things like that, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on, not what I said. Ota has 18 plus section for that purpose, I think. Yeah, I think that is more reasonable, because, you know, the kids are present. The kids are present. They're here. It's their hobby too. Freedom of expression, but also, come on, man, time and place. Yeah, I think that's really kind of it. I saw stuff like bags that on sale, and I thought I could never be bold enough for that. Yeah. Yeah, personal preference is one thing, and then public expression is another, I think. Top surgeries do exist for a reason. Wait, what is that a reference to? Something I said? I do understand what you actually mean. Okay, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, we're back. We're back. I do understand too, but I love the delivery of your thought. There's a balance of things. That's really what, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at, to make my thought actually complete and not shaming in any way. Boo boo doo boo doo boo 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 boo. Where is Scribbles? That's what I need. And then I will finally move on to Sunday. Sorry, I'm like yapping for 2.5 hours and I haven't mentioned Sunday yet. Shut up. No one said that. Okay, and this is it for, yeah, basically Saturday became cosplay appreciation and merch for me. Even though I think I had honestly gotten most of the merch that I wanted Thursday, I completed it Saturday. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, completed Saturday. You're adorable. The presence is cool. Thank you. Okay. Wait, is this he? Okay, now we move on to, I think that's it for Saturday. I can always double back if I forgot something, you know? So, it's all right. Sunday, ungroup. Oh crap, I need to change this because this is now this one, all for one. Copy. Paste. What? Where'd my Radio City go? Yeah, we love a 2-hour tangent. We love it. Love a 2-hour tangent. Yeah. I wouldn't change a thing for the world. That's the other thing I think I would get more of next time is stuff that is fit for stationery, because I want to do more physical journaling streams as well. What? Oh, wrong way. This way. I think that would be really fun, and I need Apothecary Diaries merch in order to do that. Yikes! Yeah, damn it. I'm just gonna go to position and then fix the layers. These. What? Oh. Oh. Go the other way. Yes, there we go. There. No. Okay, let me get rid of these. Okay, so as I mentioned before, thanks to the efforts of KFP and other fans and Wawa and Jay, I was able to procure a ticket for Sunday, which was really, really cool. Thank you again, everyone, for making that possible for me. So Sunday was a much shorter day for me at the con. It basically was me scraping any time that I had. Well, I woke up a little bit later because I was so beat by now. But I got to the convention center around 1. I finally made it to an RPD because I hadn't made it to a single one all weekend, and that was fun for a little bit. And then I had to leave a little bit early to line up for all for one. Actually, let's make this a little bit longer. No, I'm gonna leave this where it says. And I wore the hoppy that I got last year from KFP, thank you. And then someone gave me light sticks this year, which is cool because I've never been able to go to a concert and have the proper light stick. I always forget to buy them beforehand. And I also, this year I didn't think I was gonna make it to AFO, so I didn't even bother. But I had light sticks, I had the hoppy, and I was ready to go. Yeah. Yay, light sticks, yay. And last time it was at the Brooklyn, whatever that place was. What was that called? It was called King's Theater in Brooklyn. This time it was at Radio City Hall, which, wow. What an incredible historic building. Let's see. Oh yeah, but not before I I posted a picture of me walking by the Hololive booth one more time, and I happened to finally catch Hollow Stars, my I Love Latinos post, when it was Haka singing. He was singing like metal or something. He's so talented. And so I just posted that really quick to show some love to Hollow Stars because I think they deserve more of that. Let's go Stars. Yeah, I don't talk about them that much on main, but I really do like them a lot, and I really enjoy their dynamic, and I also like seeing them collaborate with other dude talents across other agencies as well. I think that's really cool. Okay. What else I got here? Oh. I was blown away. Okay. Also, wait, I have a bone to pick with you because I feel like now it's been several events that we have been in the same area, and why don't we ever run into each other? I mean, I guess that's not really your fault. But why have I still have not seen you before? Are you hiding? Are you on the down low? Why? No, it's my fault. Yeah, it is your fault. What's that about? You have one more time to tell me that we were in the exact same area. Chickened out this year. No. Hopefully more like Ghostway. You have one more year to not come say hi to me. Sorry, I feel like I'm bullying you. I'm sorry. I know people get like, they can't always so easily say hi. But it's happened multiple times now, and I'm like, wait a minute. Working on it for next year. Okay. Yeah. Just a little wave. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Anyways, now that I'm done bullying Josue, I forgot. This was my fit on day 3. I wore my crochet frog hat, and I pretty much wore this bow kind of all weekend because I was not cosplaying at all, and I didn't have anything that was like really, I don't know, on brand for AnimeNYC, so I was just in my clothes. Like people kept asking me, they're like, are you cosplaying as someone? And the answer was no. I was not. I was just, one year I will actually wear something that makes sense. I mean, these days there are a lot of people that are just kind of walking around in like average clothes, but yeah, wasn't emotionally prepared this year. Last year I legitimately just didn't see you. I like Louis' story. No, it's okay. Actually, on Sunday, I think by the time I left Saturday, I I'm teasing. You if we never meet face to face, it's okay. On Saturday, I was so tired by the end of it that I was actually physically nauseous. I was physically ill. I was supposed to go and hang out with my friend for her birthday, and go bowling, and I physically could not stand up anymore because I was so overstimulated. I had to go straight home. So actually, I do genuinely understand that the con is a very overwhelming experience for many of us introverts and weebs overall. Definitely on Saturday, I just had to kind of dissociate a little bit. And just sit. I think there was a period of time where I've been sitting for a half hour and I was like, you know what? I need to leave. You need to leave. And that was enough. kiANNa is anime. What? Cosplaying as kiANNa. Exactly. Yes. But yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. So I don't actually mean it. Don't feel pressured. Please don't. The last thing I need is for anyone to be like, I had a panic attack because I met kiANNa and it threw me into a meltdown and I can never go to anime conventions again. Thanks, kiANNa. This was my fit for the last day. I had my badge connected to my phone because I was so scared that I was going to lose it. So it was part of my key charm all day. But yeah, I got to, this was me. The hobbies are hot, boy. So I wore a halter, a crocheted halter that my mom made. And I paired it with, some pants because I would be sitting, for like the concert and whatnot. And also that day, they also asked if I wanted to join for karaoke, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to be sitting for an extended period of time, and if I'm going to karaoke, then I will not wear a skirt or shorts because I want to be comfy and cozy the whole time. So this was my fit. Yeah, and then is one of my most interacted with. Oh my god, my feet are in this picture. What the hell? Look at that. One of my most interacted with tweets from the weekend is this one when I was talking about that some guy, this old man, I don't remember what booth I was at, but he was like, oh, you're Nami from One Piece, right? And I just turned and looked at him, and it was this old man. And I don't know, I just gave it to him. I was like, yes, exactly, I am. That's me. I'm Nami from One Piece with my green hair and my halter top that she is known for wearing. I am Nami from One Piece. So joke's on you guys. I actually did cosplay. Yes. See? I was not cosplayed as myself. I was cosplaying as Nami from One Piece, clearly. kiANNa just has that effect on old men. No. 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 Speaking of effects on old men, I think I've told you guys my horror story of wearing sandals and an old man I was wearing sandals with socks, and then there was that old guy who was like, I bet you have some nice feet under those socks, bet you're hiding them. And that was weird enough, but I swore sorry, Jay, I swore you must have been traumatized. I have not worn sandals since. No, that's not true. I have worn them. I just walk the other way. I don't walk in that direction whenever I'm wearing sandals. I swore. What in the world? Why is the world so cruel? I don't know. I swore that if I wore my like weebish fits, my happy and my green hair, the area that I live in is not I wouldn't say it's very weeb friendly. I was like, surely I will be able to walk in the streets and people will be so put off by my outfit that they won't say a thing to me. But when I tell you, it was like back to back catcalling. I was like, what is this? What is this? It was a keep up the good work at the gym. Shorty was one, and then it was like smile was like another one, and I at that point I had to put in my earbuds because it was literally like within a block of each other, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't do this. I didn't know green hair was a weirdo magnet. I didn't know. It's just, yeah, I usually have my music on whenever I'm walking to and from places, but I did not do that this weekend because I was trying to be aware of my surroundings. I was like, please stop talking to me. The old guy saying that I look like Nami from One Piece, that was just funny. I'm not at all upset at him. The thing I don't understand about catcalling, when has it ever worked? Is it enjoyable? It draws the eye, unfortunately. No. God damn it. I thought it would do the opposite. It would like make me a social pariah. But I guess those days are over. I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if anyone has ever successfully catcalled someone. I'm sure in the history of the world it has happened at least once, but not in my lifetime that I know of. I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if people are doing it to like impress their friends. I don't know if they're doing it because they just are just done with the apps. Actually, no, it existed before that. I don't know what the it's always been a mystery to me. It doesn't work. Oh, okay. Confirmed. I'm not gonna ask how you've sourced your information, but I believe you. The thing to keep in mind is most people who are losers, who think they're awesome, it doesn't have to work. They think it does. It's just confusing to me because it's like they'll say something and then clearly like the people that they're catcalling, you know, they're like, shut up or whatever, like, leave me alone, or they don't say anything, or they just walk by because they're like, you know, I just ignore it. I've never have I seen someone say, oh my god, I was waiting for someone to like notice me. Never, not once. I don't know how does that make you feel to be just rejected all day? I don't know. I can't imagine. You can tell I'm tongue-tied because I'm just, after all my years on this planet Earth. Anyways, concert. Speaking of guys that I've never felt more safe around, in my entire life, every concert goer at Hololive, at yes, the KFP specifically, never have I felt safer around a bunch of dudes before. To the point where I was like you have to understand, and I'm sure you do, under normal circumstances, if a bunch of men were like, oh yeah, kiANNa, come hang out with us for karaoke, it wouldn't matter if you were super nice or not. Likely the answer would be no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's not anything personal. It just, why does that keep happening? It's just a thing. But I was like, yes, of course I will go. You know? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say the concept, especially if it's like not even an act with a purpose, it's just and weird. Very, very that. Very and weird. Very and weird. I remember one day I'd forgotten my badge on Saturday, and I was like, oh no, now I have to go all the way back home and go and get it and then circle back. And I was considering not even going back because that whole trip would have taken me, I think, like 3 hours altogether. And I was already really tired because I had run errands super early in the morning, and I was just like, I don't even want to do this. But then my friend was like, hey, I have an extra badge, you should just come. So I did. And while I was waiting outside, you know how there are people who are like, anyone need badges? Anyone need badges? You know, most of them are like, oh yeah, do you need a badge? And then the answer is no, and then they disappear, right? But this one guy was like, do you need a badge? And I was like, no. And then he just kind of stood there for a second, and he was like, I like your smile. I don't remember smiling at him, but he was very old, and it threw me off. And I was like, friend, please come and get me. Please come and get me right now. Come and get me right now. They're everywhere. It's just like that, and that's the thing, is that at most it's not even about like feeling in danger. It's just about feeling uncomfortable because you don't understand why people are making the comments that they're making, if that makes sense. Like, there are times where you're like, okay, that person is about 6'5" and they're very muscular, and so I'm now uncomfortable. But most of the time it really is just like, why did they say that? Why was that said? And then you're kind of like, huh? And then you move on. But it's just that happening repeatedly. And then after a while, it gets annoying, and you just start wanting to bark at people. But anyways, sorry, I don't mean for this to be a huge topic of discussion. Anyways, yes, I said yes very quickly to KFP because you guys make me feel very, very comfortable. I just wanted to say that. Yeah. Would be very understandable. It's just an instinct and a valid one, but that's so good to hear. Yeah, it is not to offend or say that I feel that way about all groups of men who invite me to places or whatever, just in like as like friendly gestures. Just in general, the instinct is to decline for life reasons, whatever. But yeah, it was very fun. Karaoke with KFP was very, very fun. Just full on have my hands on my face with that. You should smile more. Never sounded so creepy. I can't with the you should, because nothing makes me want to smile less than someone telling me to smile more. Nothing on this earth. I'm like, just for that I'm frowning at you. Anyways, okay, so I thought that the setup for this was really, really nice. They're the flower stands. Yeah, you guys, thank you for like answering all of my questions, because I had, like I said, I was like, oh, there's a lady. This woman was doing her job. She was like, make sure your camera ready before you get in front of the flower stands. Camera ready. We're trying to move the line along. She was working. She was not playing games. Anyways, I'll just crop her out of here. The flower stands were so nice. Thank you, KFP, who are with me, for answering all of my questions about everything, because I had no idea what was happening, and telling me who organized what. I saw a lot of pictures of people taking pictures with this online, and that was really, really dope. I liked that a lot. I'm gonna put this over here. Actually, yeah. Then. Let's put myself over here. All for one. Yay. You should smile more. Just might be ultimate rage bait. Honestly, I think at this point that has to be it. That they're just like, I'm gonna walk up to this person and I'm gonna make them mad. Watch this. Like they're having a horrible day, and now I'm gonna make someone else irritated for the next 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gotta be it. This was the seat that we were in. We were on the mezzanine. Yay! I really enjoyed chatting with people right before show. It was a lot of fun to hear about like behind the scenes of KFP and general Hololive fan behavior. 1, 2, 3, 4, and seeing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, seeing like what people do, like where everyone was flying from, and how they like met each other. Learning that you guys do in fact call each other by your usernames more often than not. I thought that was really cute. And then you have name tags. This was my first time using the light sticks, so I had to learn how to use them in real time. Experiencing a concert with light sticks, I'm very used to K-pop concerts where they have light sticks, but there's not really like light stick choreography that you do to different parts of the song in the same way. Like K-pop songs, for example, every song has their own unique chant, so it's possible to enjoy the song no matter what in that way, because everything's already like pre-choreographed, versus, and that is the case for like some J-pop songs. But I think what was interesting about All for One for me was seeing which acts were more crowd friendly, more light stick friendly, and which ones were a little bit harder to like get into the groove of because of the song choice. It's like the kind of music that you listen to that you're just vibing to feels completely different in a concert setting with light sticks. Like if it's a song that doesn't have a lot of space for those kinds of like Wota chants in them, I found while I was trying to like, it was harder to go along with what the song was asking for, which was really, and I'm sure that the culture is different in Japan because we're kind of like foreigners that are imitating this, but I just found that to be really interesting. There were some songs that I genuinely enjoyed more because I was able to join into the chants a lot easier, versus other songs it was more like just kind of listening along, or they're more vibey. Still great, all great bomb choices, but I was interesting to see which ones were more crowd friendly in a way, in that way, if that makes sense. I don't know, that was just like my like initial thoughts. Yeah. Gonna need to hop out and rest for a bit, but thanks for the chill time, everyone. And kiANNa, happy to meet you. Thank you for hanging out, Cole. Cute. Yes, KFP are cute. I genuinely only know most KFP by their username. That's what it seems like. That's so real, though. All my online friends call me Chroma. Nice. Even if I know their real name, I don't use it. That's also real. Yeah, there are some people. I think that's the same with me, too. Yeah, it really depends on the beat of the music. Yeah, in a concert like every song is a song you get all the way into. Yeah. The physicality really helps with it, I think. Yeah, and so then there were songs that like had chants that were already kind of on like the backtrack. That's why I think Marine songs, her songs always do really well in concerts because she has them, and a lot of like the JP members in general, a lot of their music already have the chants kind of built into them, so you kind of already know, okay, if I've heard this a couple of times on streaming, then like I already know where I'm supposed to like chant and stuff, and that really helped. I was like, oh, I've never thought of that. Being able to participate really makes it feel more personal and boost the energy. Exactly. That's a very good way to put it, Chromatic Flare. Chroma. So I thought that was interesting. Now, that being said, I enjoyed all of the songs. I just enjoyed each of them differently, depending on like what they were asking for. Yeah. And I was, and because I knew I was going to do a recap stream, I was trying to decide which of the songs were my favorite, and I could not decide. At first I was like, surely this song would be my favorite. No, this one. No, this act. But this person did really well, and I talked about this person last time, so now I'm going to talk about this person. And I just could not freaking decide, man. I was we already know, I've already talked about Cronies Do You. I think that was incredible. I was watching, boy, to see how she did the choreography, and it was chef's kiss. She did it perfectly, so no one has to worry about that. But I really do like the quality. The tone of her voice is just so sultry, so nice, and I think the blue works really well with it. Okay, so there's that. I understand Callie's music in a different way now. Like, there are songs that she has that, you know, I'll vibe to at home. But some of her songs that she has made, sometimes I would have the question of like, this is an interesting choice. I wonder why she chose this particular genre. Why did she, you know, construct the song in this particular way? But then seeing the medley of her singing, essentially her journey, it all clicked into place for me. I was like, this makes sense now. The experience of watching her music live is very different. It's, yeah, I can't really describe it because I think I don't know how to describe it with the vocabulary that I have. But it made sense. Like, everything from the way she performs her music, I think that was it. I think that's what was missing, the visual aspect of it. Like, I think K-pop, for example, is really hard to completely understand until you see the idols dancing on stage. Then you get it. Then you're like, oh, it's about this experience, which is interesting if you compare it to VTubing, because a lot of VTubing is experienced virtually and not in a concert setting. But I think Callie herself really needs to be experienced in person at some point for you to really get it. I mean, maybe some people got it sooner than me, but it finally clicked for me. Yeah, the way that she performs her music is incredible. And now I'm like, okay, well, now I need to see more of this. Like, it felt like watching her, it felt like she was speaking to me, you know, specifically. Like, let me tell you my story. I need you to understand something. And I think that is a great thing for artists to be able to tap into. Yeah. Shally's is a workout to do the light sticks. That was such a great medley. Such a great medley. Oh, yes. Wait, yes. Shally's was such a workout. Oh my God. So many like slow ripples. Wait, I just remembered that. That's so funny. Yeah, Callie and her music really shine during the live performance. She's really honest. Wait, what? She's really honest. Oh, honed it. She's really honed it over the past few years. Yes. I hope I can go to a concert at some point. Yes. Went to her solo live earlier this year, and I can attest to this. You're very right. That is what clicked for me when I was watching her. Let's see, any other performances in particular that stood out to me? It was very nice to finally see Cece live performing with her violin. That was really, really cool. I've been looking forward to that since her debut. And I would love to get a longer number from her. Did she do something with her violin for her solo? I didn't see day one, so I don't know. I loved finally seeing Gigi, and she has a lot of energy when singing live. She has a lot of like that natural idol energy. And I hope that she comes out with original music soon, because I think we need more of it. Yeah, for sure. Bijou was an interesting choice. I was not expecting her to pick a rock number. But she killed it. I loved Narissa and Gigi's I. That was really good. It was just really nice to see. I know a lot of KFP also talked about this, but it was really nice to see Wawa in the earlier part of the concert for once, so that then more people could see her earlier on. I think that was, it's like finally, you know. I think that was a really good choice. I'm kind of a fan of Iris and Wawa performing together. I think they should do more things together. I think they work really well on stage, dynamically. I think they have a similar energy in terms of like different personalities, but similar performance energy. Yes. I think they said it well themselves. I think they said it well themselves. They were talking about like spice, that they're both like spicy. And I think that's really true. So I would love to see more. Oh my god, what was that song that all the vocal powerhouses were singing? What was it? It had Liz, Narissa, Iris, and Callie. The first song? That was crazy. I almost forgot about that. That was great. I was like, man. Hollow Ian has some vocal talent there. Start Again, yes. So good. So good. Oh, that was the Enrico chapter 1 theme. That thing that I completely mentally checked out of completely. That was great. Starting to get FOMO. No, some of these you can watch. You can watch online for free. Some of them you can. A lot of the ones that I'm talking about, actually, you can. They also sang on the original recording. I gotta run that back. Gotta run that back. Kiaris is a hidden gem, both on stage and on screen. Agree. I think that was the first time she used her violin. Oh, okay. Cece, we need more. We need more. I was surprised how many live instrumentals there were during the concert too. It was the bass and her violin, right? Those were the 2 live ones. Wow. Violin solo was only day 2. Got it. Monster. Enrico chapter 2 themes sung on day 1. As cello player, I want to see more string representation. Yes, we need it. I think it's time to bring in more variety. So that was great. I will also say there were chants. There were people chanting afterwards, after the show's over, which is really funny. Yago was at the concert, if I remember correctly. He was like up on second mezzanine or in like a private booth or something. But anyways, hearing some of the chants afterwards was pretty funny. The KFP chant, Bow Bow, what else? I think Ruffians are probably also very well represented. The Yago chants, let's go shower, that really got me. That was pretty funny. Yeah, and then afterwards I got to go to the pizza shop that was circulating on KFP Twitter. Take a look at this. Wait. I mean, if I can. What the heck? Alright, hold on. Wait a minute, my thing is acting up. I don't know why it's doing that. Pineapple pizza? I saw one person get a pineapple and ham pizza, and I was like, there it is. There it is. But no, I am speaking of this. Look at this takeover. Orange, as far as the eye can see. When we were online outside, I thought surely we will not all fit in this restaurant. There's no way. And yet we did. I'm pretty sure everyone else who was eating there previous to us got so scared that they all left because they were like, why is there an entourage of orange? I thought it was great. There was this guy in the corner who looked like he was wearing something akin to a kilt, who was at the table that I was at. And I said hi to him because I thought he was one of us, but then he didn't say anything back. And then he kind of wordlessly got up out of the chair and like moves around me and left. And then I was like, oh, you're not okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's fine. He could have been with the cool crowd, but he was not. Look at bro's jawline. What bro? This bro? So many KFB. Yeah. I tried. It was gone by the time you got to the counter. No. Ollie when literally anything? What do you mean? Oh my god. Wait. Oh wait, hold on. I'm missing stuff. Yago was there both days, KF Pizza. He was there to personally bonk anyone who went too far. Ollie was so funny. Oh my god, wait, why did the screens turn off? Was there like an issue with their models, or was it an issue, was it actually scuff, like EN scuff? Ollie won literally anything. Ollie tracking got messed up. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah. It's amazing that I was staring at the same stage as everyone else, but there were so many things that I missed. I'm really glad that Ollie got to be there. She was great. Anyway, speaking of pizza, look at this. More pepperoni than pizza. Like, what? What is this monstrosity? And why didn't I buy it? I think this would have given me a one-way ticket to gastritis, so I didn't get it. But I thought it was kind of amazing. Like, acid reflux, here I come. Give it to me. I had already gotten 2 slices of pizza, so I was like, okay, I will not get this one. But it was very tempting. They had to turn, okay, yeah, so they had to turn Ollie off and then turn her back on. I see. Pretty sure the same thing happened during MC at Six Fest at the very end. Oh. Wow. Ollie's tracking got messed up in front of everybody? What? Not my Hololive. Yes, your Hololive. Yeah, that was pizza. That was the crispiest crust I'd ever eaten in my entire life. I thought it was very, very good, but I had never had New York pizza like that before. But that was tasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was bomb pizza, and exactly what I needed at the end of the day. Yeah. I got to talk. It was kind of funny. Initially because I was like, okay, we're gonna have dinner and then we're gonna go to karaoke at 10, right? Like, cause like the show ended at like 8:30, 8:45. And then we would have like an hour to go. But then right as we're sitting down and having pizza, Wawa says that she's gonna do a Twitter space with Aurora. But I think she ended up, and then she was gonna do her own space with Iris, question mark, is that what it was? But then I think that order kind of got jumbled up and people just ended up in other people's spaces. But people were thinking, they were like, should we go to karaoke anymore? Or should we like all pile into this Twitter space? Because what if it doesn't get like saved? The recording doesn't get saved. And I was like, well, let me know, because if that's the case, I will just head on home, because kiANNa loves some karaoke. But then there are other people who are like, no, I really want to go. We should go to karaoke. So it was pretty funny. So we went to karaoke. We went to actually one of my favorite duets, which is Duet 53, which wasn't too far from Radio City. It was like a 15-minute walk. It wasn't super bad, but I liked that one. That was, although it was interesting because the last time that I went, they didn't have any songs that like we wanted, and they were having like serious malfunctions. So I was nervous that there wouldn't be any songs that people wanted to sing, like especially Hololive songs. But they must have fixed it because they had everything. They had all the Hololive deep cuts. I was able to sing Hollow Stars. I was able to sing Flex by Hollow Stars. They had literally everything. They knew we were coming. That's what it was. But that was really, really fun. And it was funny because people were like doing karaoke, but also listening to the space at the same time. So people would just like stop in the middle and give updates and be like, now this is what's happening. Now they're talking about the Coldplay concert cheater thing. And now they're talking about this. And oh my God, who was it? Callie and Raora both got Kiara the same Tamagotchi. Like it was like live play-by-plays, which was really funny. Yeah, I liked witnessing KFP activity in real time. I was like, yes, I usually see the aftermath online, but seeing it in real time is a completely different beast. Maybe related to all of this, I definitely gained like 3 pounds this weekend. As you should. Yes, that pizza was really good. Yes, she did both. Okay. Yeah, those places have the Japanese karaoke system, so it's already full of the latest Hololive stuff, is what you would think. When I tell you that the last time that I was there, they were having an issue with their system, we would put in a song that was in the catalog. Like I wanted to sing Bling Bomb on Board, right? Which in the catalog was in the top 100 songs that were being played, but then you would put it in and it would not be there. Like it would say error, song not found, 404. And at the when we were there previously, there was no way of fixing it. It was just an issue. And so I was, and the last couple of times that I had been to do it, there was that issue. And so this time when we went, I was like, I sure hope they're not still having this issue, because that'll be a real bummer if, you know, people can't find the songs that they want to sing. You know, there are some people who have never done karaoke before, or they've only gone with their families and whatnot. So it'd be really nice for people to be able to, like, you know, sing all of the songs that they want to sing. And thankfully, they must have fixed it, because we had no issues with finding songs. So that was really nice. The only song I couldn't find was Super Shy by New Jeans, but New Jeans have been wiped completely off the catalog. I wonder if it's because of like the whole debacle they had with their company. I don't know. But this time it was smooth sailing. Glad they had all the Wawa songs. Yeah, they had, yes, every song on her album. Retrospective, The Great Wanderer, Do You, Sparks. What else did people sing? Sang some Cali songs. Yeah, that was really fun. Everyone has really great taste in music. I was like, wow, these are all bangers. Very, very fun group to go karaokeing with, because it was nice, because I feel like the people who were like putting in songs, they were like not shy at all. You never know, because I feel like sometimes you go karaoke and people are like, oh no, I don't want to sing because I sound bad, or like I can't. But no, you guys overall as a group were not shy about putting in songs at all, and I love that. I love that spirit of karaoke. That's my favorite thing. I think it was Beats who like would like get up and really perform each song that he chose for karaoke, and that was great. Be back. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that I don't care how horrible you sound when you're performing your song. I don't care if you think you're off key. I don't care if you're off rhythm. I don't care if you mess up the entire song, it's all about having the karaoke spirit, the karaoke heart. That is what I believe. So that was really fun. And then to commemorate, I took this picture. 10 out of 10, best picture I've ever taken in my entire life. Yeah, I don't know. Ari was like, why did you upload that? And I was just like, because memories. You gotta. I can't not upload it, but it's fine because Beats put up a much clearer picture than what I took. Beats doing the Michael Jackson song was peak. It was peak. The spin and the kick, amazing. Yeah, the New Jeans music rights are probably in purgatory after all that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man. Karaoke is vibes first and foremost. Exactly. Vibes first. Always. I used to be afraid to sing, but I actually enjoy it now. I'll get there eventually with dancing. Yeah. All little by little. It doesn't all have to happen at once. And because you don't have to be perfect at anything the first time you try it, you know? The first 10 times, 15 times you try something, you do not have to be perfect at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And even ever. Like, you don't ever have to be perfect at anything. I think, you know, we're all fooled into thinking that we need to be perfect at anything that we do, and that's just, it's not realistic. It's not true. I only dance in private, and that's enough. It should be any form of expression, first and foremost, should be for yourself. So if you're only able to do that in a private space, then that's where it happens. You shouldn't have to do anything for anyone, especially if it's not your job. And I will not hear otherwise. Ooh, party hat. Whoa, my party hat. But yeah, I think that's all of my pictures. I think we did pretty well this year. Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think so. What is that? Okay, whatever. But yeah. It's a puzzling hat. Exactly. That's why I picked it. I blame celebrity culture for this perfectionism. I agree. Yeah, I think one of the downsides to the celebrity culture that we're currently in, and specifically influencer culture, is that people think that anytime they do something, it has to be social media worthy, it has to be post worthy, it has to be perfect, because that's perfect media is kind of all that we're fed all the time. So of course that is how you start to see yourself. But I think it's kind of nice to remember that artistic expression does not need an audience, and you can do that in the privacy of your own home and no one ever has to see it, and that is also valid. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I don't really have much else to say about the weekend. This was pretty much it. Thank you again to everyone who made this weekend possible for me. Yeah. If I think about it, last year last year I spent quite a bit of money on between AnimeNYC and the concert, and this year I didn't really have to spend any at all. But I also feel a lot closer to the community, and I feel like I have a lot more to offer as well, which I'm really happy for. I'm really happy about. So I'm like, I gotta. That's something that I really want. Something. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself mid thought. That's something that I really have been wanting to do more, and that's something that KFP specifically have like inspired me to do, is that you guys are all so incredibly giving and yeah, just very community focused, and I think that is incredible, and I kind of want to like find more places where I can kind of give back. And so yeah, this I mean, you're not like really supposed to do this, but specifically for, well, actually no, it's fine, you get a total of 6 badges for AnimeNYC, and we tried to make sure that we were like offering them to people who have not been before. Like we were trying to like really stretch it, so it was like, okay, this person has not been to AnimeNYC, let's see if we can have them as a panelist, quote unquote, and meaning that they're just gonna be like in the front kind of leading people, or maybe they'll just run video for us, or maybe they'll just like take this video for us, and then they'll be able to like experience the con for the first time. Like, you just have to do this, like, you know, just be there for this hour, and then you're free to go, and you get to like do all different things. And it was really nice to kind of like see people's first experiences at an anime convention. Like, it was Kay's first time, for example. I brought her in so that then she could be one of the people in the front of the panel and also film for me. I think that makes her count as a panelist, but she had never been to an anime con before, and she like bought so much merch and like went to as many panels as possible, and even tried to like put together a last minute cosplay with just things that she had in her closet, and she was really excited, and that just made me really happy that I could like do that for someone and kind of give them like their first experience and it be like a really good one. And then doing a panel and talking to people. There was one person who was at our panel who they said that they're very interested in choreographing, but they like have no idea where to start. And so they were asking all kinds of questions on like how you start and like how you get better and things like that. And I just find that one of the reasons that I want to do more panels is so that we can get more people who are interested in that and who feel like they have like enough agency to start that journey on their own. Yeah. And then even at the concert, there are people who are asking, you know, like, kiANNa, what's your process for when you're doing choreography? I just don't understand how it's made. And even just sharing, I'm just like, oh, I need to find more ways to share that so that then more people, I don't know, kind of like have more tools, I guess. So now I'm like, okay, that's the next step for me. Finding more ways to share that. Yes. Because it's like nothing, communities don't build like on their own. They build with other people, and everyone has something that they can do. It was also just really nice to see KFP kind of like look out for each other. Like, who was it? Was it Uber Hopper? Maybe? Someone, I don't remember, someone was like literally carrying around like Ricola mints, you know, because everyone had been screaming their lungs out for the concert, and like just that gesture, I was like, wow, that's so nice. You guys really do look out for each other. That's great. Yeah, community is just that's what makes things grow. Okay, helping people get started with something and watching them grow is the best feeling. It is. It is. Yeah. Okay, and I think on that note, I'm probably gonna end stream now. I've been yapping for quite a bit. I'm gonna go and I need to clean my house. I need to do something. I need to go and take care of some household things before it gets completely out of control. And then I have to prepare for tomorrow because I'm uploading a video for my birthday and I'm also going to stream. I'm thinking we'll probably just do like a karaoke stream for a little bit, and just celebrate the release of the video. We'll keep it chill. Won't do anything crazy. I wish I could have had more planned, but the fact that I'm doing anything on my birthday at all, I think is, for now, an accomplishment in and of itself. Yes. Thanks for the Yap Times birthday, yo. Yeah, it really is being on both ends of that. Yeah. Yes. Haven't watched you in a long time, so thank you for the stream today. Yeah, thanks for hopping in. I recognize your username and I was like, wait a minute. What's up, kiANNa? What's up, kiANNa? What's up, kiANNa? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna post my schedule for the rest of the week. That includes the release of the video, karaoke, and what I'm doing for the rest of the week. Shortly, so you'll all see that. But thank you so much for a great stream. That was very fun. I liked our mini tangents, and guess I'll see you later. Bye. Din, 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 din. Thank you so much. I enjoyed kiwiing today. Yay! Thanks for the stream, kiANNa. Thank you, FTI. Thank you, Adrillis. Thank you, Chromatic Flare. Thank you, T-Perks. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Josue. Thank you, Eden. Wee woo, wee woo. Thank you. Oh my god. Shuri and Ollie saying wee woo because the red and white lights in the audience, that was peak. I just remembered that. Thank you, Cole. Thank you, Egbert. Thank you, Leia. Thank you, Beats, who I know dropped in. And that's about as far up as I can scroll. I remember other people, but not their names. Thank you, Lurkers and VOD Gang as well. I appreciate you all. I don't think there's anyone that we can actually write into as usual, but I will double check. It is later in the day after all. What? Yeah, I think we're good for now. All right. I'll see you guys later.